if you tell me that, the next Batman's going to be The Rock, then I might disagree with that.
No, man, I'm fucking down. I've never once seen the fucking Batman with like the people's eyebrow for one. You'd have to
his mask can be molded with the eyebrow.
His mask would have to have articulated eyebrows, bro.
Articulated eyebrows.
So, Commissioner Gordon, do you know what's happening here? It doesn't matter.
Oh my God. The bat signal would just be played over speaker. Do you smell what the bat is crooking?
The bat symbol would actually be the Brahma bull symbol.
And then John Cena as Robin.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
He would play Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
No, man, if The Rock was to play Batman, fucking I'd be all over that shit. I've never seen a Batman with muscles the size of the Batmobile.
He'll be playing Bruce Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. Hey.
Fuck. What's his name? Fucking Ric Flair would play Alfred.
That old corpse of a man. Jesus Christ. Man. Every time the Batmobile peels out, it's just, whoa!
Down. Ow!
Welcome. You have now tuned in to the Blackout and Shout podcast with your host, Mike Kincaid.
Can I tell you that Baby Yoda just annoys the shit out of me?
That's because you haven't watched The Mandalorian.
Oh, look at Baby Yoda, so cute.
Levy Curry.
Some people do all sorts of crazy stuff, like dinosaur romance novels. Those are really a thing. Taken by the T-Rex. A billionaire dinosaur forced me, ravaged by the raptors.
I wonder if there's audiobooks of them.
And Jed Vargo.
He was always well known for wearing the Nazi outfit on.
Captain Kangaroo?
Captain Kangaroo.
Didn't he have the...
No. And he did not dress up as a Nazi either.
So sit back. Mike, are you... Listen to me. Relax. Say, transform and roll out. And enjoy the show. Anyway, so we're on episode 130, Tyler, whenever you're ready to start the show.
All right.
Are you serious about that?
I guess so.
He used to be a host. He's a host fucking back and forth. He got experience. He's the primetime stasis lock host at one point in time. He has experience under his belt.
Listing off my chops, huh?
Yeah. Come on.
Just flexing my podcast and chops.
He can freestyle rap. He should be able to host this put together fucking shit show.
That's true. All right, you ready? What episode is it again?
130.
130. Yeehaw, everybody. Welcome back to Back and Forth. Blackout and Shout. 2 halves of Back and Forth. 1 half, I can't do math. Listen, we're on Blackout and Shout, episode 130. I am Tyler G, host and standing in for Mike Kincaid. You may know me from such films as Mike Kincaid's Crew from TFCon. What was it, 2018? I'll never let him live that down, by the way. The whole Mike Kincaid? Oh my God, Mike Kincaid! Gargle your balls! Oh, fuck. That was too much fun. He's probably doing that again right now. He's probably in the hotel right now letting someone else be his bitch-ass crew while a fanboy gargles his nutsack. I love you, Mike. Anyway, welcome back to Blackout and Shout. I'm sorry you have to listen to me, but I got 2 fantastic co-hosts with me. I don't know why I'm the host of this shit. 2 fantastic co-hosts with me. To my virtual left, Levy Curry. Levy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Tyler. Thanks for coming on tonight.
Thank you guys for having me. I guess Josh and Nate and everyone else were busy.
He thinks something's going on this weekend.
You're the C crew, yeah, I know, right?
I am, yeah. And I know what C stands for, right? See you next Tuesday. I like how I imagine it was Levy that wrote this up, but I like how you would describe me as the irrepressible Tyler.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we're
one of my favorite adjectives.
Yeah, we're in for a good fucking show. And to my virtual left, we got the one and only Jed Vargo, Jetty Boy Flag. How are you doing tonight?
Good, man. Good. A little tired, a little wiped out from the Lego construction, but I'm doing pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight, Jed was putting together a 600-piece Lego set and broke a sweat. That is not a lie.
400.
400 pieces.
Legos.
You're not
Okay.
making
Yeah,
it
he just
better.
dumped the rest in the trash. Sorry, kid. Dad's done. Creating memories and nightmares.
Yeah.
And I guess fucking how do we do this again? Levy, you
How
got
are
any
you, Tyler?
shout outs?
How are you, Tyler? Are you okay? Yeah.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's all coming back to me, right? Yeah, I'm doing all right. A little tired myself. Like I was telling you before, worked my
45 days.
19th day straight. Yeah, I'm going on my 20th day straight, but I got a day off on Sunday, which is actually my birthday. So yeah, I'm gonna wake up fully erect and start the day off right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
birthday.
Thank you.
Enjoy your birthday boner.
Absolutely, I will.
Are you 30 yet?
I'm gonna be 31 on Sunday.
31. That's right.
Are you
Yeah,
30
I've been
yet?
30 for a whole year.
I knew you were like right around there. I just couldn't remember if you were 30 yet or
Yeah.
not.
I've had a whole year of adult maturity, and as we can see, it's completely changed me as a person. So, but yeah, man, no,
Clearly.
things are good. My son's growing up really, really good and healthy. So he's in daycare. We've paid up like $1,500, so I think 5 or 6 weeks, and he's been there a total of 9 days. Because every time he goes there, he gets sick, and because of all these COVID protocols, he's out for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So every time he has
My
a
daughter,
cough, sniffle, or a fart, he needs to get a COVID test. He's had more COVID tests than me and Becca combined.
my daughter was sent home yesterday, and she was homeschooled today because someone in her class had it. So we're gonna take her to the testing tomorrow. You know, like the drive-through quick test type of thing, 15-minute thing.
Yeah,
And if
we
she
don't actually have
passes,
those up
she
here.
go back.
Yeah.
No, I thought
No,
Canada
I
had
mean,
like the
we
really
just got-
great healthcare thing.
Well, we just have a dozen clinics set up. Like they just kind of took over buildings that weren't being used to full capacity, and just
Like Halloween stores.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. What is that? It's not Halloween Town. What is it? Spirit Halloween?
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween.
No,
Excuse me. Now it's COVID
Something.
Halloween. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. So no, every time they call us, like we go and pick them up. We book them an appointment. It's usually same day because they're really good about it up here now. Like we call them a premier, which is like I guess your state representative or whatever in the states. He said that we're going to be lifting all restrictions as of March. So like no masks, no nothing. Kind of just getting back to normal. But they passed the
Mhm.
vaccine passport up here, which has got everybody in their panties twisted. So whatever, man. I'm double vaxxed. I don't care. I'm gonna go in and eat. I'll show my credentials. I don't give a fuck.
Let me see your papers, please.
That's it, man. And, it feels like that though. It really does. I make those jokes all the time. They're like, can I see your proof of vaccination and your driver's license? And I'll be like, here are my papers. And I've gotten a few fucking like fucked up looks because of it, but I don't give a shit. Like, how do you feel having to ask for that? Like, and I've asked a server that actually, or a waitress that, because she brought us our food, and I was like, I've been stuttering like crazy too lately. I don't know if that's something about getting old, but
Probably the 20 days of work without a day off.
that's probably it. Yeah, you're probably right. And like my supervisor stutters too. So like just being around him, I think I'm picking up his mannerisms of just stuttering all the time. Oh man. But yeah, I asked a waitress about it, and I was like, look, not for nothing, but do you not enjoy, but like, do you ever get like backlash from asking people this kind of stuff? Like, have you faced any like real like negative or shitty people doing this? And she's like, honestly, I'm nervous every time I meet new people now because we're only doing our jobs, and they're taking their frustrations out on us, and it's a dice roll with
Mhm.
everybody. And it's I'll make a joke, but like I'm not gonna attack somebody for doing what they need to do to secure the bag, man. Like everyone's got a living to make and people to feed and a roof to provide or a roof to pay for. So You know, it is
Right.
what it is. At the end of the day, you got to, like you said, get that money. That's why I'm working all this overtime. Get that money.
Yeah.
COVID affected everybody negatively. So, unless you're Jeff Bezos, in which case, yeah, I think they should rename Jesus in the Bible to Jesus. That's a fact. I was talking to somebody about that. I was like, yeah, just rename him Jesus. Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? And then all the portraits of Jesus on the cross, just make them bald. Look like a fucking Tool album. But yeah. No, other than that, everything's good on my end. I guess I am irrepressible, aren't I?
So,
Anyway.
Tyler, did you get anything? Do you have any shout outs? Any plugs?
Listen, I'm the host here. Tyler, did you get any shout outs? Well, no, I don't have any shout outs. I'm not on any podcast. No, I don't know. Shout out to you guys for having me on. Shout out to Dakota for hosting the first Stasis Lock in probably over a year, I think. I don't know. I don't listen anymore. And then, yeah, shout out to my wife. She works with me now. She's at the plant with me. Which has been a very interesting dynamic. Yeah, she's never worked in factory in her entire life, and she's getting a taste of what that kind of work culture is like. So it's been interesting. We were talking about an issue she was having tonight because it's like a fucking high school in there. I swear to God, man.
Yeah.
But like I have all the union experience and I have management experience, so I got a little bit of best of both worlds. So like a part of me is like, wow, they should be reprimanded, and the other part of me is like, well, fucking just make sure no one's looking, and I'll bash them in the head with a steering shaft. Like I don't give a fuck. But you know, she's got to navigate those waters herself. I have to take care of my shit in my area. But I feel defensive, right? Because I have all the experience and I know what she's going through, and I want to help her and stop that kind of stuff. But the only way to get through that kind of stuff is to live through it and come out of it on your own.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But Levy, what about you, buddy? Oh, did I get anything? Wait, hang on, Levy, hang on one sec, bud. Sorry about that. Hang on, what did I get? I got a so shout out to Alan Santos, Zeus, as they call him in THC and abroad. He hit me up and he showed me that he had a Gears of War replica Lancer. So naturally, I was like, oh, okay, how much is that? And we worked out a price, and he came and drove it to my house because he doesn't live that far from me. Shows up in this wicked slick Tesla, which is an amazing vehicle, by the way. I love the look of it. I'll never buy one, but I love the look of it. And he opens his trunk and he brings out the Lancer, and then he gives me a massive picture of Carmine from the Gears games holding up a dead grub. He gives me another piece of artwork in a frame. He gave me a giant like poster-like plaque of the first Gears of War game cover, and then a small replica of the Lancer from Gears of War 4, all for the same price. So yeah, shout out to him.
Cool.
But yeah,
Nice.
and that big ass replica Lancer is so rad. I'm gonna get it wall mounted, just like hang it above the TV or something. But like when you pull the trigger, it does that sounds. Like the longer you hold it, it just sustains the sound. It scared the shit out of Marcus.
You should get a gun rack for your car. Put it in there.
Fuck, I haven't thought of that. Could you imagine getting pulled over with a goddamn chainsaw Lancer? You got a permit for that? Yeah, man, here's the fucking copy of the game. Fuck out of here. Get that maple badge out of here. What is that, scratch and sniff? But yeah, what else did I get? I got a sweater recently from Play on Tabletop. That's a channel on YouTube that I follow. They do a lot of like really cool cinematic Warhammer games. And one of the guys on there, he plays the army that I play, and he has just about the same luck that I do with dice rolls, which means he bombs all the fucking time. Yeah, so it's like I can relate to this guy, and I just really like the content, so I bought a sweater because I need like work clothes, so I'm just gonna wear it at work. But outside of that, I have the Gargoyles pre-order that they billed me for, even though I canceled it on the way. And then today I just pre-ordered the Browning. They're dropping a new album in December, I believe. So I pre-ordered the album and a sweatshirt or a pullover hoodie from them. which was like $150 after the conversion. Yeah,
Wow.
it was not very nice. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think I got anything else. Not worth mentioning anyway. I got all that Planet X stuff, but I think I talked about that last time.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so this is the right time, right, Levy? Levy, you have your shout outs? What'd you get?
No shout outs,
Okay.
plugs or nothing, but I did get my Mafex Gambit and Spider-Gwen from Into the Spider-Verse earlier this week.
Cool.
So that Gambit is probably one of the best 1/12 scale superhero figures that I own now. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, such a great figure. Mike's going to be really, really pleased when he gets his.
You should drop it here in the Discord so I can see. Do you have any pictures of it?
I can get some.
Okay, yeah. Because I always liked Gambit. I was never a huge X-Men fan. Like I watched it in passing because it was like Saturday morning cartoons. But I always liked Gambit out of the mall. That's cool.
Here's a nice picture. Yeah, he comes with some really nice card throwing effects.
I'm locked out of the on-air part of this as well, Jed. You wanna release the shackles there, bud?
Yeah, let me get you in there.
Jesus Christ! I pop in unexpected one time.
I restructured everything since I made all the new channels. So.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, doesn't it?
That looks way better than a Marvel Legend. That's pretty sweet. Even the soft goods look good on that too, right?
Yeah.
So is that like wire in there? I'd assume?
There's wire in the coat. Wire comes down both lapels and actually goes along the bottom of the coat itself. But then it also has, how the coat is split on the bottom, like about halfway up on the back.
Yeah.
It also has wire going up the middle like that too. So you can pose the cape any way you want, and there's like wire in the collar and whatnot. So so you can pose the cape any way you want. He comes with two of the big sweeping card throwing effects. Like one is thicker and has like more energy to it, and the other one's like smaller. So you can actually see both of them in the picture there.
Yeah.
He comes with various powered up cards that he can hold.
That's pretty sweet, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, he's really just a really hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh player, but it's rad. I like that a lot. Like this picture you just sent. It's time to duel.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah. Right. His face sculpt is really, really well done too.
Yeah, that looks really good.
So the hair is perfectly sculpted. It looks just like it did in the comics. You know how you got the swept to the side look. And
yeah, man.
Livy, I put Tyler in the on-air. I put Tyler in the on-air channel if you want to put that stuff in there later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When your next post or whatever.
He must pay a fortune.
Not flooding the lobby.
I'm in the lobby.
Fees.
There we go.
That's all natural.
Gambit here.
That's a
in
the morning here to you.
Right on.
Okay.
What else you get, Livy?
I think you said the Spider-Gwen as well.
Yeah, the main.
You put her in any overly sexualized poses like most fucking nerds do?
No.
No. That's a yes. That's a yes.
No. I put her in a on the swing pose. So.
On the swing? Like upside down? Or on the sex swing?
No, just where she's like shooting out a web line,
Yeah.
I'm in a Blender Discord channel, right? And the one guy popped into the lobby and he goes, "Could somebody tell me how I could design and rig tentacles for anime?" And then he goes, "It's not for what you think it is." And we know that it's exactly for what we think it is. Why else would you want tentacles in an anime?
Oh my god. That's funny. He's probably designing some fucking bullshit click game for Newgrounds or something. Jesus Christ. That's funny.
Yep. There you go.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
that Spider-Gwen's really good too. It comes with a Spider-Ham figure. Like
is it right out of Spider-Verse then?
Yeah, it's the Spider-Verse version.
Nice.
And he's the Spider-Ham is like this little thing. He's got a little bit of posability, like that you can move the head around. and you can swivel his arms to the shoulders, but you can also remove the arms, and he's got various different various arm parts. Like the one is like holding his mallet, the other one's like doing the thwipping has the thwipping hand. So
I guess there's only so much you can do with something that small, right?
Yeah, like his legs aren't articulated at all.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Cat Sith for the Play Arts Kai. They had like, instead of making it, jointed, they just had replaceable arms and legs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so for like the Spider-Verse figures from Mafex, I have, the Miles Morales, Peter B. Parker, and now Spider-Gwen. So I'm hoping that they're going to do a Spider-Man Noir. So hopefully one of his accessories will be a Rubik's Cube. That'll be funny.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
Wherever I go, the wind follows.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage was awesome in that role, man.
Yeah. I've always liked Nick Cage, though, man. I don't watch his bad movies, I guess. But anything I've seen him in, like Gone in 60 Seconds, Lord of War, Kick-Ass. Like, I've liked him in anything that he's done, really. Even Knowing, where you like saw the future. I like that movie a lot too. Like,
wasn't he an astrophysicist in that movie? It was something like some type of scientist, I think,
that.
Right?
Yeah, but like I even liked him as Ghost Rider. I never had anything to compare it to though, because I never watched the comics. I don't even know if there was a cartoon with him in it. But like, I liked him as Ghost Rider. I thought it was good.
You need to watch the behind the scenes pre-visual effects snips from that movie, where he's just like wearing like this fucking white hood, and like he has his face all like makeuped up, and he did it himself, right?
Yeah,
because that's how he wanted to be appeared. And he does this weird snake thing. It's really fucking cool. You gotta watch him. He's insane.
That's funny. Yeah, man, he's one of those actors that can just kind of take whatever role he wants now, though, and just do whatever the hell he wants, which I think is cool. Like, I've heard this movie Pig, which is just John Wick but with a pig, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of bananas. But like, he can do whatever he wants, I guess.
It's not that. I watched that movie. Yeah, no, it's a drama. It's not action at all.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's a drama movie.
First Nick Cage movie I've been disappointed in. Then
it's actually a good movie.
Even watching it.
It was written well. Yeah, it's directed pretty good, and he plays like a weird recluse type of guy that used to be like this really well-known famous chef, and he had his fucking truffle pig stolen, and he like goes and looks for it, but it's not like, he goes and looks for it and he fucking starts beating the shit out of people and stuff like that. I thought it would be something like that too, but it's not. It's just like this drama. It's good though.
Yeah. The John Wick with a pig is a movie I would watch.
Yeah, it wasn't that at all. Sorry.
Movie you wouldn't watch?
No, I would. I would totally watch that.
I would. Yeah.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Yeah, that was. It wasn't even. Nope, it wasn't even close to that at all. Don't waste your time if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
So, did you ever see the? I think it was released in America as Ong Bak 2, but I don't think it has any relation to the first Ong Bak. But
I think I watched those Ong Bak movies. The one with the elephant.
Yeah, it's the one where he's looking for his elephant that was stolen.
Yeah.
Holy shit! The fucking action fight scenes in that.
Oh, that dude's a monster, man.
Yeah. Fucking what's his name? Tony Jaa. Yeah.
He was in Fast and the Furious.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in the sixth one, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was in he fought Paul Walker, so it must have been before 7. But yeah, he was in one of those. He was in like a tractor trailer, like a super duper tractor trailer thing. And they broke into it with a tank or something. And Tony Jaa was in there, and Paul Walker jumps in, and Tony Jaa just beats the shit out of him. It's a really good fight scene.
Yeah.
But he's all elbows and knees.
5.
Was it 5?
I think I got the 5. I think I got the 5, and I stopped. And I got to get back into him then. Which is the one where the Rock was in it, and they took the safe right out of the wall, and they were driving down the street with it.
That's the fifth one. You know what's awesome about that? That safe scene, all practical effects.
Yeah, it was actually
I didn't even know that.
Car
it was actually It was two. No. It was two. No. They actually drove a safe. Like they dragged a safe down the street. They actually did it with 2 cars. They rigged props so that they would shatter easier around the street, like when it takes out bus stops and stuff. But yeah, they actually did that. I'll send you the video about it. But it was a long and grueling process. And I think it was supposed to only take one, or it was supposed to be done in 1 take. They only had 1 take or it would fail. But yeah, it's when I watched it, I was like fucking amazed because I always thought it was like CGI and bullshit, right?
Wasn't that in the Stuntman React videos or VFX React?
I remember seeing them dragging a safe, so yeah, it probably would be in the corridor crew.
I'm pretty sure there was somebody in there driving that safe, dude. I'm pretty sure they had like a guy with driving it, so that they could get around the turns and stuff like that and manage it the right way.
I can't remember.
It was in one of the shows I watched. Yeah.
Speaking of The Rock, did you guys see the early set photo of from Black Adam?
I didn't see the set photos. I watched the trailer.
There, it's in the chat. Dude, I saw that earlier on Facebook. Holy shit, that's just so funny. That had me dying, dude.
Oh my god,
that's great.
Funny. No, I didn't see that, but I did see him doing a track with Tech 9. Did you guys see that?
No.
The Rock's a rapper now.
I heard about it, and did he say, what was it? He did it in 1 take? And then someone was like, yeah right, bullshit. You were there all day.
Yeah. I mean, he had it written for him. He definitely had it written for him by like Tech 9 or something. But yeah, it was a spectacle to behold.
I have not seen it. I've only heard of it.
Yeah, there's a line in it. He says, my culture banging was strange. So what's my motherfucking name? Rock. And he does the eyebrow. It was I played it today for someone at work, and they were like jumping up and down, laughing so hard at it because like, what can't this man do? You know what I mean? This dude's a legend. What can't he do?
Act.
I mean, his acting career is completely counter that argument. So take that.
True.
What are you, Scorsese?
Yeah, they did. I mean, I'm telling you, man, they take him and they put him in all the failing franchises. And it renews it and brings more money into the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Makes the studios money. Why do you think he's in DC? Yeah. Bring everything back, and you'll see DC movies are going to start doing better and better.
He wanted to be Black Adam. Like, he reached out and he wanted to do that. I don't think they asked him to. I think he wanted to do that. For Fast and Furious, you might be right. He might have just joined that, joined that production, and then I could definitely see him being part of the roster as a reason for them, like, shooting up to the massive success that they are now.
I read that he was cast as Black Adam for longer than the MCU has been in existence, because I guess that he was originally cast to play Black Adam back in 2007.
Wow.
So
I mean, good on them for waiting so long.
Yeah.
No, I'm like dead ass. Yeah, he's gotten bulkier. He's got better acting chops than he had in 2007.
Yeah.
That was what, like the Scorpion King, just after fresh off the Scorpion King. He was doing Walking Tall and The Rundown. Like, he was
Walking Tall.
I would never say he was a terrible actor.
I forgot about that movie.
Yeah. He also
Walking
did
Tall
was a good movie.
Gridiron Gang.
Walking Tall.
Yeah.
The football movie with the kids in the prison there. Yeah, he's done, like,
I remember that too.
I mean, shit on him all you want, man, but he's done some pretty decent movies. Like, he's not the best actor in the world, never going to win a Grammy, but like, he's, I don't know, he plays a believable character type. Right? So
yeah, he plays a guy that looks like he could kick your ass with his pinky finger.
Yeah, there's a movie called Faster that he does where he's
I remember hearing about that movie.
Yeah, he was a bank robber or something. He was a driver. He started off as like an introvert, and then his brother gets killed, and then all of a sudden he's just a hitman for hire and just murdering everyone connected to his brother's death. And I've never seen The Rock in that type of role before. But anyways, we kind of derailed here. Let me switch back and pivot here. Jed, any shout outs, and what did you get? Shout out, Halls, plugs. Wait, how's Mike say it?
Yeah, let me
shout out, Halls, plugs.
Let me put you on pause so I can reboot my internet. It's really shitty.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back in like 2 seconds or maybe
Alrighty.
10.
All right. Shout out to Jed's internet. Yeah, man. Regarding The Rock, I think he's done some phenomenal work in cinema, and like people shit on John Cena too, but like I haven't. There's not a movie really that he's done that I haven't enjoyed aside from like 12 Rounds, which was that WWE exclusive movie.
Yeah, I thought the Marine was pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's one. Yeah, the Marine was dumb too.
Yeah, but no, he was fantastic as Peacemaker in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I've.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah,
you definitely got to see that movie. That movie's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I can only imagine though, because he does like the very dry and dumb comedy very well.
Oh,
like
he's fucking hilarious in this movie.
Oh, what is it called? Daddy's Home, when he plays the real dad to Mark Wahlberg's stepdaughter or whatever. He was really good in that. Yeah. There's another one where he plays like a white collar dad to some kids, and he's really funny in that too. What is it called? Becca just watched it. It's like two families, and they're like spying on their kids' chat rooms or something, trying to make sure they're being good. And I don't know. He was really funny in that. I don't know. I don't think he's as bad an actor as most people make him out to be. But yeah.
So I'm back.
All right. Shout outs, hauls, plugs.
So I got a bunch of shit. I got Rude, Play Arts Kai. And then I got Rimuru from that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Figma.
You made that up. That's not even a real thing. Rimuru?
Rimuru Tempest.
No, you made that up.
It's a good anime. You should watch it. It's like a anime Dungeons funny type of comedy, and then it's like if they flip the table. Like this person, they were stabbed and killed in like real life, and they wake up, they're reincarnated as a fucking blob of slime in like a D&D world, and then they basically kind of like gain all these powers and like start like kind of bringing all the monsters together into like communities and towns, and like, you know, it's like that whole thing.
I think I've heard about that.
It's good. You should watch it. It's really it's a good anime. And speaking about anime, I finally got my Yamato, my Soul of Chogokin Yamato. It's fucking awesome.
That's the ship, right?
Yeah, it's from United States version was called Star Blazers, and they had a series called Yamato 2199 or something like that. 2202, I think, was this the season after that with the Comet Empire and stuff. But yeah, no, it's awesome. It's like it takes like so many batteries, and you have like remote control to it and stuff. It's like all Bluetooth. And then you have like the Gamelon space cruisers that you get separately, and you kind of line them all up so they have like I think it's IR, like, you know, projection, so they kind of talk to each other. So like you can actually turn the gun turrets and stuff, and there's all sound effects, and you hit buttons and it shoots, and then like, you know, the other ship will go and crash, and then has the wave motion gun engine glows. It's awesome. It was the best day ever when I got
Jed's gonna be fucking running around with that thing in the air, making whoosh sounds, crashing into his son's Lego ships. Like, suck it, pussy.
That thing is the best. It's like all die-cast. It's just so cool. I have a video on YouTube. I shall share it with you, Tyler. It's so awesome. I'll send it to you then.
Nice.
It plays music, and you know, the theme song and everything. It's really cool. I really like how the ships interact with each other, which is really cool. So that you can shoot like the bad guy, and then the explosions will happen over at the Yamato and vice versa and stuff. It's really cool, and it comes with like those real small mini like air like fighter jets and stuff like that you can put on pins like around the ship, it's like to scale and stuff. And when I was doing that and I was setting it up, it took me like fucking an hour just to get all those things. And I when I was doing that, I do not know how you paint minis, because that takes patience of a magnitude that I do not have. Because
wow, you know how I paint minis recently? Sporadically. I don't do it very often anymore. Yeah, it's well, like I don't really play anymore either, though, right? Because like when the plague happened, Where were you when the plague happened? When the plague happened, when the pandemic started. No, everything, all like my local shops and stuff shut down. So like none of them have opened the game rooms. And we've just been playing online because we can play on Tabletop Simulator. So I haven't really painted anything outside of things that I wanted to paint. And the amount of free time that I get now, not only from working, but as a father, as brother Kyle likes to say,
As a father.
is I don't know, it's very limited. So a lot of my free time is like, pulling on my dick and sleeping as much as I can. That's a hard fact. So
yeah, I can't see the patience for that because I'm like dropping pieces and they're like falling in the rug and I'm losing them and I'm like, where the fuck's that? Where'd that go? And it sticks to your finger and then you're like, oh man, and like you try to get it perfectly and then it doesn't stay and then it's just a pain.
It's a very long and tedious process, but it I don't know. I find some of it is more enjoyable than others. Like for me, my favorite part of like the Warhammer hobby is building. Like I like building. I like making cool poses. I like sculpting stuff with the green putty to make things look extra cool, I guess. The painting process is not my favorite. In some regards, some minis I like painting more than others, but yeah, like it all depends, man. Like it depends on what kind of pace you enjoy. I like it because it kind of slows me down and it's something I can focus on and give all my attention to. Where maybe you just don't like that.
No. It's not like that at all. It was a pain in the fucking ass.
To be your wife.
Yeah, fuck that. So so that was a really good day. So it like brought me back to the like being a kid watching the cartoon, or drawing, pretending like like you were in elementary school drawing like the battle going on a piece of paper and shit.
I used to do that. Fuck yeah, I used to draw stick figures and then big tanks and ships and stuff shooting at each other.
Draw the rocky landscape first, and you draw the tanks on top, and the fucking soldiers, and then the ships coming in. Like then, there's the fucking satellite laser that shoots the fucking death ray that just kills everybody.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
The debris.
Fuck yeah, man! That was so. Oh man, I gotta do that some more. I got a lot of free time at work too now because I'm a team lead. So I just make sure the line runs and all the other people that are doing their jobs are doing their jobs, and I get to kick back on my desk.
There you go.
So.
Nice. No wonder you're working 20 days a week.
Yeah, man. I guess. Yeah. Fuck. I have to do that. My army will kill your army.
my army's in space.
Bro, we should do that. I'll do one facing one way, you do one facing the other, and then we'll just compare them.
I will nuke you from orbit.
Mine will be fucking horses with funny costumes, and yours will be like Space Ranger ships.
Horses with funny costumes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or it'll all be G2. All be G2 colors. Just like my main man Gort. It'll be all G2 colors. Fuck yeah.
Colors. I'll just 3D animate stuff, like the special death ray satellite, and just draw everything else around it.
Oh yeah. You want to go? Let's do this. Animator boy.
Levy, I'll put the Enterprise in there just for fun, shooting fucking photons. Just for you.
That phasers to fun.
Yeah, so that's all I got. Fuck you, John Bailey. Now's the part for the a word from our sponsor. Hidden Toys, imagination on display. For all your toy photography and niche pop culture, Transformers, and other comics characters and art, go to hiddentoys.net and check out all the different artists that we have there. Check out the SLB Vlog for a 15% promo code that you can use at hiddentoys.net. Back to you.
So yeah, we're starting to black out and shout OnlyFans. But you can also use an SLB Vlog promo code for. Hit him up personally and ask him what it is. Not only will he give you a code for it, it'll probably be laced with profanities.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I thought about starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah, just me, like not even naked, just me and my skivvies fucking eating pizza, just being all greasy and shit, just making the sexual noises as possible.
Dude, you would make a killing.
I think so, man. You're like the 100th person to tell me
Dude,
that. I
there
always
are some
joke about
freaky people out there that would eat that shit up.
Fuck yeah, man. I know. I gotta get on that shit. And I got like chest
do it
tattoos
myself
now, so yeah, I'm like a sexy fat. It's like a weird niche thing that some people have. I don't know. Yeah, hey, you know what? We'll do a feature. Come over to my place. We'll eat pizza shirtless together.
I'm not getting naked with you, dude.
Not naked, just shirtless, bro.
Topless.
Yeah, just topless.
I don't know if I could do that too.
Oh, come on. Come on. I can see the clickbait title now. 2XL topless pizza sluts.
You guys could do like a ASMR, you know.
But instead of putting the mics to our mouth so they can hear what we're eating, they just hear our stomachs rumbling all the time. And just like all the digestive sounds.
Oh, have you checked out this OnlyFans channel? Oh, it's so relaxing.
It is.
Was it like hairbrushers and fucking Tupperware and shit? No. Digestive sounds.
Bro, those ASMR channels on Twitch are so fucking scammy too. Because like they're like, yeah, it's just it's the sound of my tongue, and then they're dressed up in the skimpiest clothing, completely oiled up from head to toe, in a hot tub with like smooth jazz in the background and vibrators and shit in the back on display. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Do you guys remember like a long time ago, some guy was selling advertising for his forehead on eBay?
No.
Really?
Yeah, he would like whoever would, you know, want to buy his advertising and sponsor him would he'd get like a sticker, like a bumper sticker or whatever, and slap it on his fucking forehead. And he'd walk around and like that all day, fucking with that fucking promo on his forehead. He made a lot of money doing that.
So listen, this is gonna seem a little far out there, but what if Rick Roberts started a podcast, and on his podcast, one of his slogans is "Fuck you, MK," and he bought that guy's forehead real estate and tattooed "Fuck you, MK" on that dude's forehead. And there's someone out there right now walking around with that on their forehead. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. We need to find a mutual friend that can be our Doctor Strange here in this situation. That's the mission. That's the mission. To all you blackout and shout nerds out there, that's the mission. We have to find out the Doctor Strange to this elaborate plot to seal the deal.
Speaking of our listeners, I just wanted to say that all future shows titled will be pork related. So we'll have to think up a good title for this week's show, since we've gained 143% new listeners every time we use the word pork in our title.
Really?
Wow.
This past one, the last episode, it was ridiculous how many people tuned in.
You gotta be careful, manipulate that algorithm.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful, dude. Pork's high in sodium. You're gonna get a lot of salty listeners.
I'm gonna milk that fucking algorithm until it gives up.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So think about it. We'll figure out like a good pork name for this show. Pork OnlyFans. There we go. You guys could just fucking eat like, you know, like fucking, yeah, you eat like barbecue and stuff.
Barbecue.
You would let eat barbecue and just have the digestive ASMR sounds. Man, you guys make millions of dollars. You can retire.
Yeah, and at the end of it, we titty fuck each other.
Wait, what?
Oh, so you had to go there. You had to go make it weird. Make it OnlyFans.
No. With the pork though, not gay, not like that.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it'd be like we'll get sponsors for it, like fucking I don't know. Big Rick's Wrecker sausages. Come on down. Bring the whole family. We got a Wrecker sausage for you. Then we just hold it between our fucking man tits and eat the fucking sausage on OnlyFans. I don't know. It's a work in progress.
I suddenly felt as millions of listeners suddenly cried out and were silenced.
Yeah. There you go. Name the episode "Irrepressible Pork."
Irrepressible pork. That's perfect. Perfect. So, should we move on to the news, Tyler?
On to the news.
Hey. So, sad news. Jack Angel passed away this past week.
Yeah.
He was 90 years old. American voice actor. He's known for a slew of roles, but I'll just name a few here. In G1, he was Ramjet, Astro Train, Smokescreen, Omega Supreme, Ultra Magnus. He did the voice of King Zarkon in Voltron. He did the Flash and Hawkman in Super Friends. That's one I didn't know. And he did the voice of Nick Fury in 90s Spider-Man, as well as the if you guys remember that movie AI and Artificial Intelligence that Kubrick did and Spielberg. He did the voice of Teddy, that teddy bear.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, a whole bunch of other stuff. He did a bunch of games too. And what was the one I think he last did was Final Fantasy 15. I think he did Sid in that one.
Oh.
So yeah, I met him at one of the conventions. I can't remember which one, if it was TFCon, if it was RetroCon or whatever, but really nice guy. Real talkative and not a dick or anything like that. He was a really cool dude. And
so the opposite of John Bailey?
Yeah, complete opposite of John Bailey, complete opposite. But it's kind of sad. But it's kind of like it's like he, it's like you get Peter Cullen, you think of, what's that guy that does the Beast Wars again? Tyler,
Gary
what's his
Chalk.
name?
Gary Chalk. David K.
I know. I just wanted you to say Gary
Hey
Chalk.
man, you said Peter Cullen, and I thought of an infomercial. So I was
wanted
like,
to
who's
keep
that
it-
again?
I would use it to sample it. from
ShamWow.
Gary Chalk.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use it for every answer for anybody question. Just Gary Chalk. Anyway, so when you think of Peter Cullen, Gary Chalk, and everybody else like Frank Welker and stuff, he's on that list of all-time voice actors that are people have known from the 80s and 90s, and actually up until maybe 5-10 years ago he's been doing work. So rest in peace, Jack.
You want to bet that John Bailey's going to roll right on in there to the vocal booth, not 2 days later, and do an impression for him.
Yeah, I hate fucking that vulture.
Milking the dead, man.
Yep. Hiroshi Ono was 64. He was a Japanese pixel artist. I think he was known as Mr. Pixel or something like that. But he did a lot of cabinet artwork and designs for Namco, back in the 80s. He did the original artwork for Pac-Man. Okay. He's best known for his sprite work that he did on Galaga and Dig Dug. And a lot of his early work was uncredited, but he did art for Mappy,
I love
Rally X. Yeah. And what's that one? Xevious, I think that's how you pronounce it. Xevi Xevious.
Yeah, Xevious.
Yeah, a lot of those early 80s games and stuff like that, he did all that artwork and stuff. He passed away. He was only 64, but I think he might have been fighting cancer. But yeah, so he died. And then the last one I have is Ruthie Thompson. She was 111 years old. She was an animator back in the day of the early Walt Disney days. She worked on Pinocchio and Fantasia and Dumbo and all those early films, Snow White and stuff. She started out as I was reading her history. She started out lived down the street from where the Walt Disney Studios originally were back in the day as a little girl, and she would look at everybody working through the window, and they asked her to come in when she got older and if she wanted to work there, and so she did a lot of QA for back in the old day, they would draw the cells and they take a picture of it and do the photography that way. So she did a lot of QA on the cells, so that just to make sure that the cell was painted right and drawn right compared to the previous cells. And then as the years went on, as she worked there, she went higher up in the departments, and she did a lot of camera direction and movement and stuff like that. There's a word for it, animated Scoping, I forget. But anyway, she was like one of the like mainstays like back in the day when Walt Disney started up and stuff. I think actually Walt Disney actually hired her. That's how long ago it was. But yeah, so she passed away. She was 111, dude. Whew. 111. Wow. It's crazy.
Crazy. So she was pretty successful, you'd say, right? Probably had a lot of money.
She worked there until she retired, like back in the 90s and stuff. So she like worked there like 50 years or something crazy.
She probably had enough money to buy some organs off some orphans, man. I don't know how people stay alive that long without, milking the innocent, impoverished people of the world.
Maybe it's a Disney thing.
Just harvest. Yeah, it probably was a Disney thing, man. Probably got her on ice somewhere, not willing to let her go.
Yeah. It'll be like that.
She's like the Winter Soldier. They kept her on ice until they needed her to work on another movie.
That's funny. Maybe.
I have a celebrity death.
Oh, go ahead there, Levy.
Peter Scalari died today.
Really? I didn't know
he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He co-starred with cancer. He was 66. He had cancer for 2 years.
Wow. Peter Scalari. I feel like an asshole, but who was that?
He. Do you remember the old show? You might not remember this. From like the early to mid 80s. He co-starred with Tom Hanks in a show called Bosom Buddies, where they were.
He won't know that show.
Yeah,
I was gonna know that show. You talk to any millennial, he'll never know that show.
Okay, relax.
They
won't even know Big or anything like that. They'll just like Tom Hanks to them is probably like Saving Private Ryan on up.
But they dressed as women
that's kind of factual, yeah.
To live in an affordable all women in New York City. And that was pretty much the gist of the TV series. But he's actually done a lot of stuff. I was looking through his filmography on Wikipedia. He had a number of roles on Broadway, Wicked, Hairspray, Lucky Guy. Let's see here.
I'm surprised you didn't mention he was on Star Trek.
What was he on in Star Trek?
Wait, am I thinking of the same guy? Maybe he's a different actor that looks the same. I thought he played on Voyager as the dude with all the makeup that was hanging out with the blonde chick all the time.
Oh, that's Data.
Dude with all the makeup.
No.
Hanging out with the blonde chick.
Neelix. I thought he played Neelix.
That's not Peter Scalari. That was I can't remember his name now.
Really? I could have swore that was him.
No, it's not him. Neelix actor. Ethan Phillips. That was Ethan Phillips. No, Peter Scalari.
They look the same. They're like clones then.
Similar. So yeah, he's done a lot of guest work. Had some starring roles. He did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV series for 3 years. But he did a voiceover work too. He was in Gargoyles. Did the voice of Preston Vogel, if you remember that character. He was in Duckman. You never saw Gargoyles?
Nope.
Oh, you should watch Gargoyles. It's fantastic. Great show.
Yeah, it is a really good show. It's on Disney Plus.
Yep.
I know that means nothing to you, Jed, but it's accessible to those at home who don't steal, who aren't thieves of the night. Hacker man. Sorry.
But yeah, he passed away today. He's 66 years old. So
damn. Well, rest in peace. Man, I never knew. I do, man. Like sometimes I feel dumb when you guys go through these deaths and you mention someone, you're like, oh man, that sucks. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks for you guys. I never knew this guy.
Oh, most of the ones that Jed mentions, I never heard of. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Any other deaths on the docket?
That's it. We can move on to trailers.
Okay. Trailers. Let's start with Uncharted. Who wants to go first? 3, 2, 1, Levy. What'd you think of Uncharted, Levy?
I think it looks cool. I'm a big fan of the games. I'm not a big fan of Mark Wahlberg as Sully, but I actually do like Tom. From what I saw in the trailer, I like Tom Holland in this. they really should have given Wahlberg a mustache, unless they're gonna do that at the end of the movie or some shit. But
could you imagine holding out on the mustache for an end of the movie cliffhanger?
I know, right?
Come on.
I know, but I mean, I think the movie looks all right. I definitely saw a lot of beats taken from the games, like the scene where he's hanging out the back of the airplane. That was taken like right out of Uncharted 3.
Yeah.
So I still would have preferred an older Nathan Fillion, because this Tom Holland, he just looks really young, and most of Nathan Drake's adventures were when he was older. So I don't know. I really wish that they could have gotten Nathan Fillion personally, but you know.
Well, I mean, he's a fucking dinosaur now.
Well, did you see that
compared
short
to
film
Firefly?
maybe 2 years ago?
What?
Nathan Fillion did an Uncharted short film.
Oh, did he?
And it's fantastic. And they got Stephen
really
Lang to play Sully, which was inspired casting. So definitely good. I'll put it in the chat.
I'm surprised that the studio didn't listen to the fan base and go after what was already appreciated. Instead, they decided to go this new direction and got the kid from Spider-Man for no reason. So I'll Jed, you go first, or you go before me. I'll wrap this Uncharted one up. What did you think of the trailer?
I liked it. I think it looked really good.
Dope commentary from Jed, folks. Coming in, swinging hard, swinging fast. So let me tell you what I'm worried about. So first, let me say this: I never played the Uncharted games. I've been an Xbox guy forever. I never had a PlayStation 3, so I never had any tie to any of these Uncharted games whatsoever, right? But I've seen some of the gameplay. I've seen some of the cutscenes. I get the general premise. It's just male Tomb Raider with a funny main character. I get it. It's cool. But my main worry about maybe not funny, but like, you know what I mean. My main worry about this, though, is that Tom Holland is just going to play the dumb Peter Parker in this movie, kind of like being typecast.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, I don't know if that would ruin it or not, because like I said, I don't have any tie to it. But I feel like if that is the case, it may upset people.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if he tries too hard, it may come across like he's trying too hard, and it could come across sour to people.
Well, watching the trailer, I didn't get the impression that he was playing like, you know, a dumb kid, because like there was a scene where they were talking about was it Magellan or and his journey. He was giving historical details and whatnot. Like he knew what he was talking about, and actually Mark Wahlberg's Sully, he was impressed. And he says, "You know your history, kid," and so that gives me the impression that he's going to be, you know, competent, because Nathan Drake, you know, he knew his history. He knows his history, you know, and you know, that's his whole thing. He knows history as far as it pertains to, like, you know, lost treasures and things like that. So it looks, from what little I've seen of the trailer, it looks like they're holding true to that. I think what people's major problems is the casting. So they just don't see Tom Holland as this seasoned adventurer that Nathan Drake's supposed to be.
Right. They see him as
and
that.
I could totally get that.
Yeah, they see him as the dorky stepchild to Tony Stark. Yeah. So I totally get that. But from what I've seen in the movie, I think he'll do all right in the role. One of the big complaints that I heard that I've seen from people in comment and, like, you know, comments and stuff is that this looks like it would be a great adventure film, not a great Uncharted film. That's possible.
So we'll see. But I'm a huge fan of the games. I played all of them except for like the portable versions, like on the PSP and shit.
Yeah.
But I played all the main games. Uncharted 4 is probably some of my favorite video game experiences I've ever had. So absolutely fantastic games. I love the characters. You know, Nathan Drake and Sully are some of my favorite gaming characters of all time. And I love the genre. I love the whole treasure hunting adventure genre. You know, Indiana Jones, National Treasure. You know,
Tomb Raider.
I actually never got into the Tomb Raider movies. The Tomb Raider games were fun.
It's because she's
No,
a
it's not
woman.
'cause she's a woman.
Levy. You sexist.
No, I love the Tomb Raider games. I
Yeah.
enjoy those immensely.
I like the new ones.
Mhm. Oh,
I never got into the sharp boobs Tomb Raider games, but I liked the new ones. But
So-
they're all right.
So here in my defense, I want to go back to the Peter Scully,
Mhm.
So the guy on the left was from Booze and Buddies. The guy on the right's from Voyager. You can't tell me they don't look fucking exactly like
I did say they look similar.
the same goddamn
I agree
person.
with you.
They look like
I agree with you.
clones. They look like clones.
In that picture, yes. In that picture, yes, but not always. Like they don't always look
Tyler.
that similar.
No, yeah,
Tyler,
they
I
look.
would like to
they look
speak to your
very
manager.
similar. Outside of like skin tone, they do. They look very similar. They got the wide nose, the flat lips, same same chin
Mhm.
almost. Guy on the left obviously has more experience wrinkles. I mean, money as well.
More. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they
And
do.
that's-
They look very alike.
So thank you. I just wanted to let you know, Levy, that is why that I thought
I
he was
didn't
on
disagree
Voyager
with
all
you.
the time.
I
I'm just
didn't
saying.
disagree with you.
All these years, I was like, oh, that's the dude from Booze and Buddies. That's on Voyager. That's what, I honestly believe that. That's what I thought. And this is why, because I think they are the same person. He's two lives. Probably has two different families in two different states.
Maybe, could be.
Anyway, so back to Uncharted, right?
Yeah, I don't. It could be good. I definitely thought like it looks. So like the action scenes look awesome.
Mhm.
It looks like well
Mhm.
executed enough, but like
Yeah.
my worry, like not being a fan, is that this is just going to be an Uncharted featuring Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Will
But
this movie break the video game movie curse?
I don't know. Is anyone going to go see it exclusively in theaters?
I'd like to.
Nope.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
I might pick it up on Jedflix.
No,
I mean,
I'll go see
frankly,
it.
like I said, I have no ties to this franchise whatsoever, right? So this would just be something that I pick up on an off day, and if I have time, I'd watch through it. But like the actions or the action and the stunts and stuff like that's what ties me into something like this. So, and that was there. The visuals were very impressive, you know.
Mhm.
So I mean, even if it is fucking Spider-Man featuring Indiana Jones B cast, I'd probably be all right with it because I have no personal investment in the matter. But yeah.
I think they need more adventure films instead of like Nicolas Cage trying to steal the Constitution.
Maybe. But you know Hollywood. They go with the tried and true. That's why you got Mark Wahlberg instead of someone who looks a little more like the character.
Well-
Mark Wahlberg is he's a what is it called? House and home name?
Yeah.
He's his own brand now.
Household name?
Household name, yeah.
Yeah.
He's he puts butts in seats. He's the
Mhm.
guy from Transformers. You know him.
Yeah.
You
He
know,
was originally
The
supposed
Rock
to be,
was probably busy.
Yeah.
maybe.
Imagine the Rock is Sully.
Give him a mustache at the end. in a cigar.
Mark Wahlberg was originally supposed to be Nathan.
Oh yeah.
When they first were throwing around the idea of a movie, he was originally supposed to be cast as Nathan Drake. But then
Wow.
that was like years ago.
I wonder how much money he took. How much
this is
money they
one
had
of
to pay him
those,
to stay in the movie as
This
the
is one
old
of
guy.
those
now.
maps. Those one of those maps, like from like like Magellan time. I can't see him playing a fucking Nathan Drake. He's too dumb.
Man, I love how they had those cheese scenes too, where it's Tom Holland in the wet shirt, but you could clearly see all of his muscle definition.
Mhm.
Like, oh my god, I rolled at that so hard, man.
That's for all you teen
Fan service.
magazine subscribers.
I
Yeah.
know, right? There's gonna be a scene in this where Mark Wahlberg's coming out of the geriatric ward with abs in a wheelchair. He's gonna be doing chin ups at the meet and greet right out of the wheelchair there. Oh yeah, what's going on, Nathan? Or whatever the Boston accent is. Came here to pull your pork.
Wow. That's terrible. That's a terrible
I know.
accent.
I know. Whatever. Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
This looks. I have no tie to the anime, so to me, this looks actually pretty fucking cool.
You should
I like
watch
a lot
the
of
anime.
I probably won't.
You should. It's great. It's
Maybe
great
I
anime.
should, but I probably won't.
Top 5
Listen.
all-time animes.
Listen, that's like telling me to read a book, okay? If there's a movie version, I'm going to watch that instead.
What was the anime version?
I don't have
Close.
time to watch 50 episodes of the season when it can be wrapped
it's-
up in an hour and a half, all right?
It was only one season, and then it was over.
Oh, really?
It's 26 episodes, I think, or is it 13? Let me look real quick.
20-minute or 60-minute episodes?
Anime?
20 minute.
I think it's like 20 some episodes.
26.
Yeah.
26 episodes, standard 22-minute. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of I'm not plugged into the anime hype. But I feel like this is kind of like out of left field. I don't know anyone who's been calling for a Cowboy Bebop update or movie or anything like that.
No, they
But I
haven't
mean,
because
they've been
it's
on a trend. They've been on a trend of making anime movies just for the sake of making them. So
the series is so good. I mean, it came out in the 90s. It's like one of the, like I said, it's like one of the top 5 animes of all time. It's really, really a great story. It's great animation. Even the American voice acting was done really, really well. Because I think I can't remember. I think the director that did the Japanese voice direction did the American voice direction too. I think. Can't remember. I know. Oh Christ! Now I forgot his name. The voice actor that does Spike. He does like everything.
Steve Bloom.
That's it. Steve Bloom. Yeah. So Steve Bloom did Spike, and it's all around. It's a great story, and it's like a once and done thing. And you didn't need to have a live action version of it. They had one movie that took place after the series, and it took place like in between the episodes, and it was really good too. And it's just you didn't need it, but yeah, they did it, and luckily it looks like they're gonna kind of keep to the anime type of what's the word I'm looking for, familiarity, I guess.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. I like how the trailer was shot. I don't know if that's going to be the whole movie, but it looks really interesting.
It's a series, actually.
Oh, it's a series? Oh, I thought it was going to be a movie.
Nope, series.
Oh, I'm checked out then. I probably won't watch it. No, bro. I'm on my fucking 5th attempt of getting through Vikings. That's a fact. Me and Becca were watching. I think we finished 2 seasons. I think it was like 3, the end of 3 and 4, or no, 4. We finished the second half of 4, and then we finished 5, I think. And then season 6 was on Amazon Prime, but you had to buy Stack TV. With Stack TV, even though you paid for it, had commercials, so we canceled it and decided we'd wait and just buy the DVD set and finish it that way.
Yeah, the 6 and 7 were like half seasons too, weren't they? They were like 13 episodes.
Yeah. So the way they did 5 was the way they did 4 rather is they split it up into 2 seasons. So it's 4 part 1 and 4 part 2. So season 4 is 20 episodes. Season 5 is 10 episodes, and season 6 is 10 episodes or 20 episodes, something like that. Which is weird. I mean, season 4 definitely didn't need to be 20 episodes long. It could have just been 7 seasons instead, but whatever. Do you?
It's a good story. I liked it all the way from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, I was really excited to see how it would. I'm trying to remember where we left off. I just know that like it's kind of that Game of Thrones effect right now, where like they're killing off characters that I really enjoyed, and it's like I'm kind of losing interest because anything I was invested in is dead now.
Well, they did flip the thing where they went from it was like Ragnar and his brother and like Floki and I forgot the fucking monk's name. What's his name? What was the monk's name?
Oh, Athelstan.
Yeah, the priest, the monk. Athelstan, that's it. They had that crew, and then they flip it like around what is this season 4 or 5, and then they basically focus on all his kids, and it's like takes at that point on.
And that took
like
an adjustment, man. Like, So, Levy, have you watched any Vikings?
No, I have not.
Do you plan to watch any Vikings?
No, probably not.
No. Okay, well, spoilers in 120, 119, 118, 117. When Ragnar died, I was fucking gutted. Like, not like crying or any bitch shit like that, but like I was like really upset when they killed him off, because I was like, well, fuck. The only characters I want to watch now is like Bjorn. because I didn't care about any of his other sons. But then I really got invested into like what Lagatha and Bjorn were doing, and then I really liked how what is his name? The crazy one.
The boneless?
Boneless. Ivar the boneless.
Ivar.
I really liked the way that was taking a turn, and like how his wife or girlfriend or whatever like faked a pregnancy and told him it was his, even though he can't actually have kids, and told him he was a god. And I really liked how all that turned out. And I think I'm at the point now where he was Bjorn took over the kingdom again, and Ivar was like homeless or something, and goes over to the I think it's yeah. We're close to the end, but I wasn't sitting through the last season with commercials.
Yeah.
It is 2021. Abolish commercials.
Right.
Honestly, you're putting ads on everything. Get it out of TV, you know? Especially if I'm paying extra for this shit.
What did I just hear that because I don't have it, but did Spotify Premium just start doing commercials? Even though you pay for premium?
No, I haven't seen that. I know Spotify unsubscribed Spotify does or has commercials, but no, my Spotify Premium doesn't have it. And as soon as I hear one, I'm canceling the shit.
Someone mentioned that on Twitter a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it is, if I'm paying you for a premium service, premium means no ads.
Right.
The same thing with Netflix. The same thing why Netflix never introduced ads, because it's a premium service. If I wanted to be pandered to, I'd watch sports, because at least the commercial breaks let me get up and take a piss, you know, and then I can fuck off for 20 minutes during intermission when I don't care to watch a bunch of old disgruntled hockey players talk about how the new guys are doing it wrong. Like, that's the only time I'll accept commercial breaks. But it's 2021. I'm paying for a subscription service, a premium service. Get ads the fuck out of here. I don't care about your dick pills or your insurance scams.
Right.
Fuck. Shit bugs me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I went on a tangent there with Vikings, and now I forgot where we are.
A little no ad crusade.
Yeah, man.
So
irrepressible pork coming through.
How about the Batman? Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, we were on trailers.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys, Levy? Do you have any opinions on Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, it looks interesting. I'll definitely give it a watch. I think that to me, it looks like after all the complaints that Death Note got, that they decided to go really super accurate to the original source material.
Imagine that. First Death Note, and then Sonic, and now they're actually picking up the ball.
Yeah. So, the trailer had an interesting style to it.
Casting Asian people in Asian roles. Is that the trend that they're on now? I know, right? Craziness of it all.
See, I never really pictured Spike as Asian. I never really pictured him as that. No, to me, he always seemed like he was Caucasian.
See, I've always imagined anime as just being like an interpretive art, right? Like, I mean, if it's a light-skinned figure, then it could be Asian, it could be white, it could be Asian white. I don't know. Like any kind of light-skinned demeanor, like unless they were specifically a black person, then obviously get a black person to play that. But like in anime, it's so hard to tell between, like, if they're supposed to be a certain, like, if they're supposed to be Asian or they're supposed to be white, or if it's left up to interpretation. But I mean, I guess because it originates from in like Asia, they probably imagine them as Asian people.
Yeah.
So, but like whenever I watched Dragon Ball, like when I was a kid, I always just thought he was a white guy because same color as me and so on and so forth. I never put too much thought into it. Yeah. But man, did Twitter educate me? Whew, changed my world.
Yeah, like to me, Spike was always a Caucasian dude. Like Spiegel sounds like a German name. Spike is definitely not a Japanese name. So unless that could be a nickname, I don't know if if that was like his real name or just like a nickname or something. But I never really saw him as Asian. But I mean, I'm not upset that John Cho is portraying him, because typically for most stuff, the race of a character doesn't really matter too much to me. unless it's culturally significant. Like casting a white guy as T'Challa would have been pretty egregious.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
think of this way. Did you think like Jubei and like Rao and all those other people from like the 90s animes were Asian?
Well, Jubei I knew was Japanese because Jubei's a Japanese name.
But he doesn't look it, right? He wasn't really drawn.
No, I get you. But to me, he was still Japanese because it took place in a pseudo feudal Japanese era, I think, right?
Right. Was it or
it wasn't like post-apocalyptic, right? Was it?
Wasn't it?
I could have sworn it was more
maybe
era, but
I should know the answer to this, but I don't.
Like Rao, I never really gave much thought to his ethnicity. I guess
Ken
like Kenshiro, I never really gave too much thought to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was maybe kind of Asian because of the Bruce Lee influence.
Well, that's why I always thought Spike was kind of Asian because he always, he followed Jeet Kune Do, and I was like, oh well.
Yeah, well, he uses Jeet Kune Do, but that's just a fighting style. Anybody can.
But that whole series was like a mix and mash, like kind of like a Blade Runner thing, where it was like it's like all cowboy, but it was like in space and it's in the future, and it's a mix. It's like that. Everything is just it's just a mix. It's like a blend of all the ethnicities.
I think when you're young, and like that's why when I was talking about anime, I said the art's kind of interpretive because like when you're young, you don't really consider that kind of context of race, right? You see something that you can relate to being like the color, and traditionally anime
like
colors.
Fucking Dora the Explorer, and that she's Spanish. It's like
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
right.
As a kid, you don't know Goku's a Japanese name. You don't even know what Japan is until they teach you. And like you don't know the culture, right? So like as a kid watching Dragon Ball Z, Goku looked white to me, and I thought Goku was a really cool. It was a fighter name, I got to earn my fighter name. I was one of those kids that tried to actually go Super Saiyan as a kid,
a Japanese character based on a Chinese legend.
Yeah, right. So like as a kid, I didn't pay any mind to that kind of stuff because the culture, not that it wasn't important to me, but like I didn't understand the context of why culture should be important. Or race, right? I just saw what I liked and I wanted to be it. But like, I guess as an adult now that matters because I don't fucking know, man. Like, look good. If that's,
you gotta remember too that
like I'm all for it. Like if it makes people happier, that you know what I mean. But like, Hollywood has a. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know about you like millennial anime type of stuff like when you were a kid though, but like when they brought like anime over to the States in the 80s and 90s, they like rewrote and redubbed and everything, like story wise and names and stuff like that. So like first Yamato, it was called Star Blazers, not Starship Yamato, and the main character's name was Derek Wildstar. In Japan his name is like Kotai. So it's like they completely. Even like the Macross, that whole thing was just a blend of two different animes, and it was called Robotech. So it's So I don't know if Dragon Ball Z, if they did that or not, but I mean, did they rename any characters? Probably not.
Okay, so all Pokemon, right? I grew up heavy on Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z. Those were like the main staples for anime as a kid. I wasn't. Like I never got into like the Naruto and stuff like that, or the Bleach. Bleach was really big, like just after my generation. But watching Pokemon, I never considered the cultural context. I just thought Ash was a relatable kid because he looked like me, and I wore a red cap, and I wanted to throw Pokeballs and catch monsters, and that's all I considered as a child, right?
Yeah, because his ethnicity doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to the story. It doesn't matter to the character,
and it doesn't. Well, it doesn't matter to kids.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the case here with Cowboy Bebop. Like the characters' ethnicities don't matter. That's why I don't have a problem with John Cho being cast as Spike and Mustafa Shakir being cast as Jet Black. Now there has been pushback against Shakir being cast as Jet Black because in the anime, Jet Black looks to be a Caucasian man.
Right.
or at least light skinned. So
Filipino.
yeah. So there's been pushback. People don't like it, and
Yeah.
like, what does it matter? At what point in the series did his race matter, and when was
doesn't.
it ever an issue?
I think
It's not.
what it boils down to is like Hollywood has had a really fucked up past of I guess the term's whitewashing.
Yeah.
But Americanizing other cultures' cinema, right, and bringing it over here for American audiences.
Sure.
Traditionally replacing roles of a person of color with a white guy,
Mhm.
right? And now I guess the social justice standard is to hold these guys accountable and employ people of color for roles that were written for people of color. And now it's like now we're nitpicking.
Yeah.
We've gone the pendulum's gone a little too far on one end.
I don't disagree. Because remember a couple years ago, Scarlett Johansson caught.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that
because
I
she
didn't
was
get that either.
portraying a trans character, and they were saying, "Oh no, the role should have gone to a trans actor." And I'm like,
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with. I thought you were gonna go Ghost in the Shell. I thought you were gonna go Ghost in the Shell, where they were complaining that she was whitewashing the series because she wasn't Asian.
yeah,
And I'm like,
that's it.
In the series, like, she's a fucking construct from a fucking Asian person that fucking died, and that person's brain is in that construct. So what's the fucking big deal?
Yeah.
That's how it was in the anime. But I don't know. I thought that was a really good movie, actually, and I don't think it deserved that type
I
of
haven't
thing.
watched it yet. I've been wanting to watch it.
It's good.
But like
It's
that
worth-
with the Alita Battlestar, that wasn't. I don't think that was an Asian lady that played that
No,
role.
actually, she was Spanish.
And I don't. Yeah, right. And
Hispanic origin.
I didn't hear any upset over that, and that came from an anime from Japan,
Yeah.
I think, right?
No.
So-
wait, was it?
Well, it was an anime, yeah.
Yeah,
Alita,
Battlestar.
Alita Battle Angel.
Battle
Oh
Angel
yeah,
Alita.
right.
Yeah.
All the way back. Yep. Well, that's like
They
I was
even went so far as to make the live action character look like an anime character with those big eyes.
That's why I said a couple shows ago about how they did the repaint for Guts, in Berserk. It's a fucking black and white comic or black and white manga, for Christ's sake. But everybody thought the first version was too tan, so they made a lighter skinned version of him. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think the pendulum's gone a little too far now because people have been getting people are used to now getting their own way, so they complain and nitpick about just about anything, just to see how far they can push the envelope. And that's not to say that people of color shouldn't play roles where people of color are needed, right? That whitewashing. I'm not saying that whitewashing is acceptable, but when you're nitpicking, now it's like you're just never happy. Right, we've got the justice. People of color are playing roles, but now you're nitpicking that an Asian person is playing a white role. It's like, well, do you want people of color employed or not? Right? What's the soapbox you're standing on?
Do you know what? I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm with Levy. I don't care.
I mean, should what's his name? Matthew McConaughey gotten pushed back for playing that man with AIDS in Dallas Buyers Club? Should that role have gone to an actor with AIDS? I mean, is that the point where we're at now?
No, it shouldn't.
I mean, it depends on how much farther the pendulum can swing.
Yeah, I mean, they're actors. They're portraying people that are not themselves. They are portraying fictional characters or fictionalized versions of real people. This, that, or the other thing. They're portrayals.
Right.
So, I mean,
speaking of portrayals, a young man once, quite a few years ago, portrayed a fucking abysmal role of what people thought was a vampire, and it seems like he's coming in with a redemption role with this new Batman trailer.
Nice segue.
Thanks, dog. I'm working on it since with all this race talk.
I liked the trailer. I can't wait to see Paul Dano's Riddler. I think he's going to be awesome because he's an awesome actor.
That's just playing Riddler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Paul Dano.
What's his name?
I remember from his my favorite part that he played was from There Will Be Blood when he played fucking the opposite of Daniel Day-Lewis. Fantastic job.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
No, he's a really good actor. So yeah, I can't wait to see what he brings to it.
And Colin Farrell is the fucking the penguin.
Unrecognizable.
Is that right? Unrecognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks crazy, man. But you know what? So I've come to a conclusion. I think I'm a Batman apologist without realizing it. Okay, and the reason I say that, so I watched I love the Nolan verse, but that was just like as a casual Batman fan, right? Then as I get older, people start saying how much they hate Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, and I love those movies as a kid. I watched them so many times on VHS, like the Bat Nipples, right? George Clooney, and then the other one with Val Kilmer. Like I watched those all the fucking time as a kid, but I loved them. And then everyone's going after, Robert Pattinson. Oh, it's going to be like Twilight. Batman meets Twilight. Gay vampires.
Batman's gonna be sparkling.
Right? And like, I watched the trailer fucking months ago, the first one that came out. And I'm so excited for this movie. And I watched this. Nothing's changed. I'm so excited for this movie. And I've come to the conclusion, I think I'm just going to be excited for anything that comes out Batman. Like, honestly, like I love this. I loved Batfleck. I thought Ben Affleck played an amazing Bruce Wayne. His Batman wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. But I really enjoyed that, and Justice League, it was the same. It was really good, and this looks great. Like another good interpretation of Batman. I'm fucking stoked. I haven't seen his Bruce Wayne though, because there hasn't been much of that except for the Twilight looking scenes where he's just gloomy and looking into the distance. But
emo,
we'll get
Bruce
there.
Wayne.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Batman's always been brooding though, so
yeah,
it's true to the character.
He is the emo. Yep.
But my question for all this is, when are people going to learn? All right. It started all the way back in 1989 when they announced Michael Keaton was cast as Batman. The pushback was unbelievable. They were like, it's like, oh, so it looks. What did they say? This is critics were saying. So it looks like Tim Burton has decided to make Batman into a slapstick comedy because at the time, Michael Keaton was known for his comedic films, Mr. Mom. Right. Whatever other films he had made up to that point. What was that one where they were making cars? Was it Gung Ho?
Gung Ho. Yep.
Yeah. And whatever other comedic roles he had at the time. That was what he was known for, right? And so people were like, "Oh, Michael Keaton is Batman," and then what happened? He fucking kills it, right? Then we won't go into Kilmer and Clooney, but like people then hear Heath Ledger cast as the Joker. Heath Ledger's the Joker. What's this all about? And what happened? He killed it. He was like
broke like Bat Mountain. Remember that one?
Yeah, right. Broke back Batman. And now when you ask somebody who their favorite Joker is, a lot of people who aren't enamored with the '89 Batman and Jack Nicholson, they'll say, "Oh yeah, Heath Ledger, best Joker ever." Then they hear that Ben Affleck is cast as Batman for the Snyderverse. And you remember how people freaking were all up in arms about that? And it's like, Ben Affleck, what happened? He fucking killed it. He was a great Batman, aside from all the killing.
Right.
No. I enjoyed that. I rather enjoyed that.
Aside from the murder.
Yeah, aside from the murder.
Yeah. That last scene of the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Did you watch the Snyder Cut?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that ending scene with the Joker, I will kill you, and I will fucking kill you. Powerful as fuck. Powerful as fuck.
Well, that's a different. I don't mind that.
Better than
that's
anything the MCU has done.
That doesn't bother me because that's post-apocalyptic. That things have changed.
It's not Kyle, by the way.
Yeah,
that line. Yeah. He's listening to this right now, crunching the paper that's in his hand.
Rage. The rage.
It's like that scene in V for Vendetta where the Chancellor's sitting there, but you just see his hand gripping the glass and he just breaks the glass.
Yeah, but no, we got to keep it pork related, so it's a spare rib.
Right.
He just crushes the spare rib.
Yeah, but Kyle's vegan now, so he wouldn't be able to pork spare rib.
He's just ripping the pieces of pizza apart, slice after slice.
It's an impossible pork rib.
The pork infused tofu? I don't know. Yeah, I guess we can't use pork and Kyle in the same sentence anymore.
No.
So yeah, it's like just every time somebody has been cast in a role pertaining to Batman, and people, were like, "What?" and like they push back against it, and like and they come back, and it turns out they're pretty good. Just about every time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
Yeah,
when are people going to learn to stop with the knee-jerk reaction and just be like, let me hear them out.
I don't honestly think they're knee-jerk though, man. I don't think they're knee-jerk react. Maybe some, but I don't think most of them are knee-jerk reactions. I see people see the dog pile, and instead of standing out, they just want to pile on because no one likes to be the nail that stands out because they don't want to get hammered.
If you tell me that the next Batman's going to be The Rock, then I might disagree with that.
No, man, I'm fucking down. I've never once seen the fucking Batman with like the people's eyebrow for one. You'd have to
his mask can be molded with the eyebrow.
His mask would have to have articulated eyebrows, bro.
Articulated eyebrows.
Man, the bat's cooking.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a COVID joke in itself. Oh man, but yeah, the Hot Toys of that would have to have articulated eyebrows.
So, Commissioner Gordon, do you know what's happening here? It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, the bat signal would just be played over speaker. Do you smell? What the bat is crooking.
The bat symbol would actually be the Brahma bull symbol.
And then John Cena as Robin, right?
Oh fuck! I get it because you hardly see him. Zing! Oh man.
He would play Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
I wonder why they don't. I wonder what. Oh man. Yeah, that would be a good role for John Cena. Fuck, you remember the movie Hollow Man years ago?
Yeah. I like that movie.
If they ever do a remake of that movie, it has to be John Cena for the memes. It has to be.
And his infrared penis.
But no, man. If The Rock was to play Batman, fucking, I'd be all over that shit. I've never seen a Batman with muscles the size of the Batmobile. So, and like his Batmobile would be like the animated series one because The Rock doesn't travel in anything that's not a fucking limousine. Mm-hmm. I'm down for that. Oh my, you got me excited for that.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't think that'll happen. I don't think it'll happen because The Rock's playing Black Adam, and he's not going to double. Well, you know what? They might let The Rock double dip. They might. They might let him.
That's one way to bring the Batman franchise back.
Yeah, exactly. Just let The Rock play all the roles.
He'll be playing Bruce Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
But yeah,
rolling up into a party as Bruce Wayne, like, what's cooking, mama?
Fuck. What's his name? Fucking Ric Flair would play Alfred.
That old corpse of a man. Jesus Christ. Man. Every time the Batmobile peels out, it's just, whoa! Oh, fuck. Oh, that was good. That was a good laugh. I enjoyed myself.
So speaking about Batman, what about Flash?
A lot of people are saying that Batman in there, because it's supposed to be Michael Keaton, that it's going to be Batman Beyond, and I don't buy it. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with Batman Beyond.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe he'll be that old as Batman Beyond. Maybe not that old. Yeah. But it's just going to be a multiverse thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to have Batman Beyond in it.
It's Batman.
It's going to be a very good way to reboot the DC universe to like recast everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is essentially their Doctor Strange.
Yeah. How so? Like No Way Home and
it's the multiverse shit.
Multiverse of Madness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah. Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
And that seems to be a growing trend.
Honestly, DC would have been fine if what was it? If Warner would have just kept their nose out of it, if they let the directors direct the movies the way they were supposed to be done,
Yeah.
the Snyder Cut is proof of that.
But then money happened, and everybody likes that. So they wanted to get control of how they wanted their made.
They wanted their input, even though they have no idea what it takes to make a cinematic universe.
But you know what though? They're like the white
that.
hats on the construction site. Okay, it's like those people that come around with the binders that don't know how to do your job, but they tell you that you're doing your job wrong.
Yep.
Like that's what these production companies are, man. It's so fucking infuriating.
The executives, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. Like, I think what a lot of people forget is that making movies is a business now. It's not really so much an art form as it is a business.
No, so I do remember that. I work for a business that does that kind of stuff, man. Like,
it's all about making the money, you know? So you might be an artist and you might want to have your vision, but if it doesn't, make money, then there's no point in them producing it for you. So that's how it is, unfortunately.
They don't know it's not going to make money. They just go by
numbers,
focus groups, and
let's
other
roll
analytics and things like that. So
let's roll back to a good example that Tyler always brings up, right? So you have the Bayverse. Nobody really liked.
About to say that. I was just about to say that actually.
Agreed. Yeah, nobody agreed with any of that stuff, like the way it was done. But you know what?
But it raked in billions.
Yeah.
But money. Hey, they're like.
Yeah. To be fair, though, it had an entire toy franchise to back it, though.
True.
Like the movies were only as good because the casual normie could go out and buy any generic Transformer and relate it to the movie because car to robot, derp to derp,
Like, hey, let's.
But with superheroes, with DC
3, and they're like, no. Yeah.
Yeah. But to be fair, 4 was more profitable, and then 5's where they kind of sunk.
Yeah.
But
they still made a lot of money though.
Oh
they
yeah,
were still profitable.
You know what? I kind of expect Rise of the Beast to tank. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not because it's Beast Wars, like I'm sure you're expecting, but I think people are kind of they're expecting a reboot from Transformers, like a do-over. But it's just going to be more of the same with just different robots and with Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
If he's not going to be by Peter Cullen, I don't think people are going to take the same way. It is going to be Peter Cullen?
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well then maybe it'll be fine then. Cuz I know they're going with fucking Ron Perlman as Optimus Primal, and I've already burnt all my Hellboy shit.
Well, you know what? Like the whole thing with casting and everything is that you gotta remember nobody really gives two fucks except the dedicated fan. Like oh man, Beast Wars was Gary Chalk, and why isn't Gary Chalk doing it? It's because the casual fan doesn't give a fuck. And I have a feeling
the amount of people that are complaining that Mirage is a Porsche when it should be Jazz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just it's diehard fans. Like a casual person going in or a kid going in, they're like, oh, they weren't like, oh, and then they'll still go see it. But I have a weird feeling that there's not going to be very much screen time for like the Beast Wars characters.
That's kind of my worry too. Because you saw what they did with the Dinobots.
Right. I think they're going to be on screen. Maybe it might set up stuff for maybe another movie. Maybe they're just kind of feeling it out again. I don't know. It's just I think it's just going to be one of those things where they're going to try to make some more money off the franchise. And I think that a lot of people are just burned out from it. And I think it's not enough time between the movies to, make money off of it like they used to make money off of it. But we'll see.
Maybe. I mean, I think Hasbro needs a home run, to be honest with you.
It's not. So I don't think it's going to be that.
I don't think so either. If they were smart, they would cater a little more to fan service and a little less to the Bayverse stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, that could be fan service now, considering the Bayverse started in 2007. So it's like what, almost 15 years old?
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, back to the original point is that it doesn't really matter too much like what a lot of people think. It's always a business, so they're going to try to, use whatever numbers they have in front of them to try to make as much money as they can.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why Marvel movies stick to the same formula, because it's making them money and they're able to accommodate directors' visions to a point. And then, they can go so far so that they can formula. which is one of the reasons why what's his name left Ant-Man movie, because his vision wasn't what Marvel's formula was, so he fucking just left, which makes sense.
If you think about it, the Bayverse could be responsible for the failure of the DCEU, because like Warner or whoever the executives were could have been looking at the success of the Bayverse, seeing it going in its own direction and completely fresh and nonsensical, and still having that success, right? And they could have just been trying to capitalize on something like that, hoping that the name of DC would carry the same weight that Hasbro's name does. But obviously it doesn't.
Problem with Warner Brothers is that if it's not Batman, then it's second, always. No matter even if it's Superman or Justice League or anybody, it's always, they fucked up the Wonder Woman sequel. They fucked up a lot of the other shit. And I've been watching like their animation lately. Their animation was always like number one, always on top of everything. And they're fucking that up too. And
you don't like the new style?
It's not so much the style
with the heavy black lines and stuff.
It's not so much the style; it's the storytelling. When what was the main guy that was in charge of that? Was it Paul Dini or whatever his name is? Wasn't he in charge of like a lot of that shit? Well, nowadays not so much. It's not. It hasn't been like I just watched Injustice, and that should have been like that's like definitely a direct to home video version of like a DC animated film, if anything is. Voice acting wise, story, just everything, the production of it.
Great.
Hold on.
Not great.
I'll be right back, guys. No, it wasn't. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, man. I feel like a part of the reason so DC tried to do their own streaming thing, right?
Oh yeah, DC Universe.
Yeah, so that would have been like their cartoons, their I think it's probably a way for them to release their like straight to home video animations would primarily be not solely the reason, but like, you know what I mean? You get instant access to their straight to home video movies on top of maybe early releases of their theater release movies.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Disney Plus was doing that with their movies.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like a part of the reason that it failed was because they don't have the content to sustain it. You know what I mean? I could be wrong because they got TV shows and stuff, but the reason I bring that up is because I'm watching how the new Warhammer Plus subscription service is going. Have you heard anything about that?
No.
So essentially, it's a subscription service for Warhammer players, or just people in general. But they have so Games Workshop strong armed a bunch of animators, like that did fan movies, fan films on YouTube. Hired a bunch of them as animators proper to the company, which everyone thought was a big win, and then made them sign like these super restrictive NDAs that said like essentially they couldn't offer honest opinions about GW. They all had to be like positive reviews or no reviews whatsoever. They weren't allowed to work on their own content. They've completely banned fan fiction across YouTube now. They're copyright claiming every piece of fan fiction, and anyone who works with GW products that wants to be sponsored has to go into these NDAs that were essentially you have to talk nice or not at all about GW in order to continue making their content and be sponsored, right? And they have this subscription service with all these animators that they hired, and the content that they're providing just doesn't sustain their business model. And initially it was supposed to be like an all-in-one thing. So like you could get the rule books and you get an exclusive miniature and you get I could be wrong about some of it, but like essentially you're supposed to get all this kind of content, but then they haven't sustained any of it. So you're paying like I think it's $4.99 or $6.99 a month for like an episode a month, which is fucking ridiculous in the grand scheme of things. And DC could have been, I mean, I don't know what the new shows are. I'm not really up to date on all the new DC stuff that comes out, but like part of the reason it could have failed is because they just don't have that same kind of content to keep it, like keep the premium value. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I also think one of the other things too is just mismanagement too, because like that Swamp Thing show that they came out with, right? That was like a exclusive to that platform, and they canceled it like right after it launched.
Really, eh?
Yeah, no season 2, nothing. Like, and they didn't even give the show time to get an audience. So
I wonder if they just have very little faith in their own brand outside of Batman.
That's kind of what it comes down to for me. I think is a lot of that stuff they don't still have faith in. I'm glad that Harley Quinn saw a lot of success because that is a great series. It is absolutely hilarious. It's violent and fun. And it's
I
great
haven't watched
story.
the series, but I watched the Birds of Prey, and as much like I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay, but Becca really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Just being a casual fan, right?
Yeah.
She thought it was pretty fantastic. So
yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't watch the Harley Quinn movie, but no, I'm talking about the series. The series is fantastic. If you get a chance to watch, if you have HBO Max, watch the series. It's all on there.
Yeah, I think HBO Max in Canada is like Crave TV or something. We get a lot of HBO stuff on Crave, so
okay.
I have to subscribe to yet another subscription service, but I might.
A lot of the DC universe content went over to HBO Max. So all their exclusive shows are on there. Almost all their animated DC films are on there. So
it's kind of like the stock market if you think about it, because like if you don't have faith in your brand and you cancel knee jerkly like that and without seeing it grow, without seeing what's wrong and correcting it,
without giving it a chance to breathe,
you're always guaranteed to lose, right?
Yeah.
With success with that kind of stuff, you have to let it grow. You have to let it set over time and see how it does and see the feedback and and if DC's not willing to do that with their properties, it's kind of it's hard to invest in anything they come out with outside of Batman because it's the only thing that's consistent. So they're kind of backing themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way. Sorry about that.
Okay.
My daughter
finally.
My daughter's not. She doesn't want to go to sleep. She's been like up for the past 2 hours.
Give her a mic.
So.
Get her on the show.
Give her an allergy pill. Knock her out.
Have you considered a blunt object?
I thought you were going to stop at blunt, and I was like, Levy, I didn't know you were into the Debbie's as much nowadays.
So, hey, I have a question for you, Jed.
Yeah.
Do you think in this Flash movie that Grant Gustin is going to make a cameo appearance?
Maybe.
Considering that Ezra Miller showed up in the that latest crossover that they did like a year or two ago.
Oh yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care anymore because the recent Flash seasons have been pure dog shit.
Oh yeah, they sucked.
So
I kind of wanted to go back to watch season 1 to watch a good Flash show.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this movie being good. So hopefully it's it looks good.
Because I love the Flash. Flash is one of my favorite characters.
Me too.
So.
But yeah, it's not. It's just the whole Barry Allen thing is. I think they need to move on and get a Wally West in there.
Yeah. See, I never really warmed up to Ezra Miller as Barry.
Yeah.
I never really liked him as Barry Allen. So
when with this TV show, when they start doing things like the power of love will save us, and we just have to love more, and that'll defeat the bad guys. And I'm just like, man, this fucking blows. Yeah. It sucks. This is not the Flash that I want to watch. But yeah, it's I have high hopes for the movie. But I do know that I think Ben Affleck is going to get killed off in this one, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's one way to reboot the French. It's not really, it's a rumor, as it is a spoiler. Bro.
Bro.
He's broed me.
That's one of my go-tos at work, man. I say that to everybody, bro, and that exact tone.
What about the Peacemaker?
The Peacemaker.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah,
Levy's watching it right now as we speak.
No, I'm posting something. There you go. The Power of Love.
That's pretty good.
That's funny. That's a retirement plan if I ever saw one. Gonna see me out there in a couple of years during a baby bonus barbecue.
Yeah, Peacemaker looks funny.
It's never too late for Section 8.
It's stupid, funny. You know,
Yeah.
I don't really give a two shits about the character. But it's like funny. It's a funny thing. I think
mean,
probably my favorite part was when.
Right?
What's that?
That's how Shazam was, and that saw success.
True.
Yeah.
But I think probably my favorite part was when the eagle was hugging him.
Yeah.
That was funny as shit. Yeah. This is the type of movie I'd watch with my dad. Honestly, like I think he would get a fucking kick out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when you like seeing, because usually when you see superheroes and stuff like that, they're morally upright pillars of society and this, that, and the other thing, right? When you see them just acting like utter goofballs and just doing stupid shit, it's so funny.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I love John Cena's portrayal of this character. I'd never heard of this character before the Suicide Squad, to be honest. I'm a DC guy, and I've never heard of Peacemaker, but his portrayal of this character was just absolutely fantastic in the Suicide Squad. I love the rivalry between him and Idris Elba's character. That shit was so funny. That little competition that they had when they were killing Tyler
didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
Shh.
But when they infiltrated the camp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good part.
Their little competition. Shit was so funny.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's taken to comedy a lot, better than Tyler. So you watched a couple of them where he was just comedic, playing the dad type of thing. Mm-hmm. But I didn't expect John Cena to be like the. What's that?
I said I think it suits him well, like because it breaks down some barriers for him, right? Because when he tried to do like we were talking about the Marine and 12 rounds, when they tried to typecast him into that typical action hero, it fell flat, right? Mm-hmm. When he breaks out of those roles and he does something funny and he adds a little more versatility and definition to his character, like on screen, like I think this kind of stuff suits him perfectly because he is a buff badass, but he's also a fucking dork. Yeah. Right. So and like that's his personality as a person. Like even in WWE, he's the buff Marine, patriot, loving whatever. But like if you see him behind the scenes, he's a funny guy. He's got crazy work ethic, but like he's also really charitable and does a lot for not sick kids. What's it called? Like Make-A-Wish. He's actually one of the top contributors in the WWE for all the Make-A-Wish stuff across the thing, right? So like, awesome. It's more of his personality, just being a goofball.
It's kind of like what they did with oh shit, I forgot his name. What's the guy from 21 Jump Street?
Channing Tatum.
Johnny Depp. When he started doing like comedic, like comedy and stuff like that instead of just a straight action role, that's helped his career too.
Yeah, he was in the Lego Movie.
Yeah, he's a pretty fucking good. Ever since 21 Jump Street,
yeah.
Well, I liked his little cameo appearance in This Is the End.
Yeah, as the Gimp.
As the Gimp.
Yeah.
And they're like, Channing Tatum? He takes the mask and goes, oh, hey guys.
And last but not least, but our favorite
Black
actor.
Adam. Yeah, I think this looks rad. I mean, I really enjoyed Shazam too, so like I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
And then Helen Mirren's going to be in the second Shazam movie, so Levy's going to enjoy that a lot,
Yeah, I jerked off to that trailer.
Updating Spank Bank as we speak.
Yes, God. Ugh.
Man.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Helen Mirren is a sexy woman.
Levy, do
not anymore.
Listen. Oh my God, dude.
Not anymore.
Do you not understand that when you nut on an old woman like that, you have to like stretch out the skin before you can wipe her off?
Oh, wow.
Dude. She'll get like stuck in wrinkles, man. Then they'll get stuck together. She'll go to stand up, and it'll be like a weird crinkly part. Yeah,
that's just normal.
Your fault.
That's the normal sand. Oh, God.
I don't care what y'all say.
Ugh.
Helen and I will be together one day.
Levy's into gilfs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Graves I'd like to fuck maybe. When he says we'll be together one day, it means he's gonna visit that grave.
Oh,
take a little hole in the sand and just go to town.
Helen Mirren and I will pork.
Let me give the millennial oof to that one.
But back to Black Adam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's good.
I'm interested in this movie. I'd definitely like to see it.
So, is Black Adam a villain?
Traditionally, yes. Traditionally, yes.
Good. That's what I want to
think-
see. I want to see The Rock as the bad guy.
Yeah, I think in more modern interpretations, he's been kind of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But traditionally, he's been a villain. I like him
Why,
better.
man?
Only in the sense of an anti-hero where if someone's going to destroy the entire fucking planet or the universe, he's like, okay, I'll fight that guy then.
Well, no, he's
Other
very
than that-
protective of Kandak, his
Right.
his country,
Right.
kingdom, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was
So-
going to say. If they're going to fuck with the planet or the universe or whatever, then he'll fight them. But other than that, he's basically fucking like a Doctor Doom, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he's Doctor Doom with godlike powers.
Right.
So, I'm pretty excited for this one. I definitely want to see The Rock's interpretation of this character.
Nice. Yeah, man. This looks rad. I mean, I just like The Rock, so I'm gonna watch it. But
Yeah.
you guys do you. And I guess this last one is the
Oh yeah.
Legend of the Vox Machina.
Critical Role.
Yeah, so I was
Critical
gonna say,
is,
listen, I watched this, and the first thing I thought was, oh, this is an anime based on a MOBA.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
It's not.
fucking
It's-
terrible.
It's based on a D&D
What?
campaign.
It looks fucking terrible.
Are you serious? You don't like that
Yeah.
animation at all? Really?
Animation looks fine. Look, I'm kind of past the whole being blown away by animation. You're an animator, so I guess that kind of stuff's impressive to you. The same way screaming is impressive to me because I used to
Mhm.
scream a lot on the microphone. But yeah, the animation
Right.
doesn't really impress me as much anymore since Berserk. So like that's why I never really got into Invincible, because it's like I've been there, done that, seen this. It's no
Mhm.
longer shocking. I'm not impressed by this. So
Right.
yeah, this to me, like when I was looking at all these characters and the one guy's holding a gun, I was like, oh, there's no coherency to this whatsoever. It's just a bunch of mismatch MOBA shit like that you'd see in a battle royale game. And I was like, oh, is Battle Royale the movie? No thanks.
Oh, it's based on Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
It's a
just
Dungeons and Dragons thing, and that character was brought in from another system called Pathfinder, where they have like what's it called? Like, are they tinkerers
Gunslinger.
or gunslinger? Thank you.
He's a gunslinger.
Yeah. So, but they kind of adapted it to regular D&D as like a artificer, I guess, right? In a way.
Yeah, kind of.
And then
cool,
he was
man.
like,
Like if you like it, you win. I just I'm not feeling it. But I
Yeah.
wasn't feeling Invincible either, and that was like widely loved by almost everyone I've met.
Yeah.
So
the base of it
normies
is that years ago, was it 5 years ago now? A
Yeah.
bunch of voice actors like Matthew Mercer and his friends got together on YouTube and Twitch, and they started streaming their Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and it became super duper popular, where it actually reinvigorated people playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I would
To the
definitely
point where-
credit Critical Role with the surge in D&D's popularity.
Yeah, to the point where they're writing modules and shit like that and books for, is it still Wizards of the Coast? Or is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, okay, Wizards of the Coast. To the point where they are like the commercial version for, the D&D game. And they went on this, they just started their third campaign last night, actually.
Yeah.
And they've made a lot of money, millions doing this, and it's good. It's good storytelling, and when you have voice actors doing roles, in a role-playing game, it's actually more entertaining and quality.
Yeah.
So what they did was
Especially when
for
one of them
past-
is Matt Mercer.
right, Matthew Mercer does fucking everything.
Yeah.
And he's the dungeon master, so when he's telling the story, he can slip into all these different roles. But yeah, they've been working on animation for a couple years now.
It started as a Kickstarter campaign, actually.
Yeah, and I think Amazon picked it up, and finally going to be showing it next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's the whole premise of Critical Role and the characters and everything like that.
Yeah, I've heard of Critical Role. I got a couple of buddies that are more into D&D than I am.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
played it before. I don't have any prejudice against it. I'm not going to call you a virgin if you play it like somebody. But
That's not you're kind of out of scope. That's
I'm what?
you're out of scope. That's like playing Dungeons and Dragons is cool now compared to the stigma that it had years ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, I don't have any prejudice towards Dungeons and Dragons whatsoever, man. Like, it's cool. It's just I'm not interested.
Right.
I've kind of adjusted my sights, I guess, my interests, for mostly sci-fi. There was a time when I was younger where I was like, I loved everything medieval. Like, I loved like Lord of the Rings and and the Gladiator and that kind of stuff, like old school, not old school. You know what I mean?
Sorcery.
That type sword and sorcery type stuff, right?
Yeah.
And just over the years, I grew more of an appreciation for mechs and less of an appreciation for swords and and incest. So, it's all.
Shout out to Game of Thrones, everyone. Yeah, I totally get it, Tyler. I mean, there's only so many avenues that your nerd attention can go in.
Yeah, but I mean, like, and that's kind of like why I like Vikings, because it's like not a different take. It's still like swords and shields and shit, but it's like axes. It's different religion. It's different. It's not your typical knight in shining armor.
But it's also more grounded in reality too.
Right. I was gonna say it's on the History Channel, so it is based on like real people that did exist. That's
it too, right? And like something that I've never liked in medieval stuff is the sorcery part. Like, I think magic is dumb. If you try and make your magic so elaborate that it takes a fucking mastermind to figure it out, I don't fucking like you. Okay, I will punch you in your throat. Shut up. That's how I
cast
feel.
shield.
Yeah, right. Well, okay, so I got a group of friends that are they're LARPers in real life.
Yeah.
Like,
I was wondering when I was gonna come up.
Well, like, and that's cool, man. Like, do you? They're really creative. They're really good at leather working. They make their own suits of armor and shit, and their own weapons. I fuck with that shit heavy. I love the creative aspect, right? But the game itself, they keep bugging me to come down and play. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not dressing up and playing in the park. I'm a fucking 30-year-old man. I got bills to pay. I'm not doing that, right? And
I got toys to talk about.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty of me. It's kind of shitty of me, right? But so I've not tried out, but I went to one of these sessions with my buddy because it was big to him. It was like in the beginning. So I went out there. I didn't dress up in any like garb or anything, but he gave me a foam sword and, I'm fighting with a couple of these guys. And then they said, all right, now we're really going to start. And I was like, what the fuck have we been doing? So we start fighting and these guys are like fucking actual swordsmen and shit. Right? Which is cool. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, you destroyed me. But then they start whispering these fucking spells or yelling them. And the rule is you have to say them 3 times, right? I'm brand new. I don't understand any of this shit. And these guys are playing it like it's an RPG. So they're like, whisper the wind, whisper the wind, whisper the wind. I was like, oh, okay. And then I hit them. I was like, well, actually, you didn't hit me because I said the spell. And I was like, what's the spell do? Oh, I'm invincible for 120 seconds. Oh, okay. And then I just put the weapon down and I walked off the field and I went home. This is the dumbest shit ever. I fucking hate magic. It's so cheap.
And transformed your toy.
Yeah. I wasn't I don't think I was a Transformers fan at the time. Actually, I might.
You're always a Beast War fan.
I might have been into drugs. That is what I'm saying. But like, yeah,
I went home and fucking did a rail.
I went home and did a rail.
I came back with a fucking real sword.
I came back with an assault rifle.
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah. Then I came back with a rail rifle and destroyed everybody.
No,
I've never been into the whole magic stuff. So
live action role play is a little bit too much for me too. I don't think I can do that.
What if they use like real magic? Would you be more impressed then?
What do you mean real magic? Like card tricks and shit? What you mean? Like you can talk to ghosts?
Like they casted, what's he call it? What was it? Whispering Wind? If you cast Whispering Wind and like actually the wind came and like swirled around him, would you be more impressed then?
Yeah, listen, you're losing me.
Or would you have to use your imagination? Is that what it was? You just couldn't use the imaginary.
Somewhere Mike is saying, Jed, you fucking virgin.
No, man. You're like, magic's dumb. It's not.
What if it was real? Imagination.
Yeah, I'm like, use your imagination, dude.
You know why I don't like magic? Because it's cheap. because mainly magic is combative, okay, and it's cheap.
Pure magic.
Like sword fighting is it's a technical thing. If you beat me in sword fighting, it's because you're the better fighter. Magic, you can just be anybody. You can be a fucking nerd. You can be a virgin and still win, and that's dumb.
Can't beat a better magician. That's for sure. Some magicians are stronger than some are smarter.
You just believe harder? Let me press against my temples harder than you can.
It's like the guy, the bully at school that would go around and just beat up everybody, right? But then you had the really smart nerd, which would basically get him fucking expelled by fucking some well-planned fucking coordinated attack on his fucking, psyche, or fucking changed his grades, or, hired some hooker to bang his mom. Yeah. So that's kind of a magic in itself, just by using your brain more than fucking brawn. So
you know who that kid was?
Brains versus brawn,
Tyler? That kid was
me.
Hacking into the computers in the school library, changing all the bullies' grades.
Goddamn right. I still remember the password.
Oh, I bet you do. I bet you were in there like, holy fuck, this is going to be hard.
Do you know what the password for my high school computer was? Do you know what the password for my high school computer system was?
Password?
Go Bulldogs.
Elvis. Oh. Some dumb secretary made the password Elvis. Then decided to fucking put it on a sticky note on the keyboard.
That's fantastic.
Easiest thing in the world to fucking remember.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So before I incriminate myself, LARPing is definitely a bit more in the real world than it is fucking imagination. But hey, man, to each their own. I like that as part of cosplay thing, though. You should get like
there's so fucking points for. I should show you some of they do. So in LARP, you actually have to wear actual armor to get armor points.
I was gonna say, like, if you come like with your suit is like fucking really well made, you get fucking like more points than say somebody who bought it at fucking Amazon.com,
Yeah. Like there's like a whole forgery thing that people do. He worked at a place called Ringlord out here in Canada, and they actually make like full suits of chainmail and stuff for like movies and stuff like that. But like that's they did it for LARP as well. Yeah. It's a really interesting. Like they're so fucking creative, dude. I'll never knock them on the creative side, but playing with swords in the park is never something I'm going to co-sign.
I used to train with my Boken in front of the house with my friend back when years ago, and my roommate used to come out and tell us to go in the backyard because we were embarrassing him. And I'm like, we're fucking training. It's fucking just training.
By years ago, he means last week.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Bokens are wooden practice swords, by the way, for karate, for whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's move right along.
Did you ever make believe you were wielding Excalibur?
Did I ever make believe I was wielding Excalibur?
Yeah.
No, but I did make believe I was wielding the Sword of Omen. I always do the Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight, and like look through the fucking...
God. The Adventures of Jed and the Virgin Pork Sword.
I was a kid. I was using my imagination. Unlike some people who want it right in front of them. Typical millennial, right, Levy? Can't use their imagination.
Hey, man, I was poor, so I had to make up all my friends at some point in my childhood. I didn't get my first real friend till grade 5. Okay, we moved around a lot. I drew characters, and then I would just pretend that they were there, and I would play with my imaginary friends that I drew.
I never had imaginary friends. Levy, did you have an imaginary friend?
I did not.
I did not either.
Funny enough, all my imaginary friends were furries, and I didn't know it. Dead ass. I wish I could find those drawings, man. But I had like Wolf Girl Wolfman and Falcon Girl, because like I was big into Beast Wars and the Street Shark, Ninja Turtles, and like all these fucking animals on 2 legs. And like I was heavy into that Snake Guy, and So I was out in the fucking yard of the motel that we lived at for a few months, just playing with Wolfman and Snake Girl and Falcon Lord and whoever the fuck else it was.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Levy, you said that you learned early on that you can't listen to people play Dungeons and Dragons. Are you going to watch the animation?
I cannot actually sit down and watch people play Dungeons and Dragons. I can't do it. I've tried so much. I tried to sit down and watch Critical Role.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Are you going to watch the cartoon?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not the same thing. I mean, watching people play Dungeons and Dragons is a bunch of people sitting at a table rolling dice and acting out their characters. Now, I can play D&D. I enjoy playing D&D. I mean, I do it every week. But
have you guys ever started releasing those recordings yet, or did you just stop recording and stop doing it?
No, I'm still recording. I got it all saved. I'm actually waiting for this camera that I actually backstarter. It's a stereoscopic 4K camera that works with OpenCV, which basically get rid of all the technical terms and stuff, but it will model and rig my movements automatically. So I can put like my hand up, I can like record myself, and it'll overlay a rig on top of me and do like motion capture, like automatically, without having to worry about like dots or a suit or gloves or a background or anything like that. It does depth perception, does facial recognition and all that stuff. So yeah, the whole idea, Tyler, is to not have like the Critical Role where they, like Levy was saying, they have people just sitting there in front of the camera playing and stuff like that. I'm gonna do the animation of those characters, playing those characters, and it's gonna be all put together like that.
Nice. Yeah. So that's gonna come out after the motion comic, right?
Yep. Yep. Right after. Yeah. Awesome. I'm excited. That's awesome. Yep. I've been working on my other animation thing now lately, but we're just coming out really good, and really happy with where I'm at. Pretty set now with like where the shader is and the line work and all that stuff. I'm just gonna finish up that Jetfire rig, get something out there real quick, and then go back to everything.
Right on, Levy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Levy, remind me to ask Jet about that new animation he's working on in 5 years.
I will.
See how far it came.
I've been posting stuff in the chat. You've been seeing it, the pictures.
You have.
They're coming out pretty good.
I know. But you do this thing where you get a whole bunch of momentum, you go dick deep right into everything. You almost plant the seed, but then you pull out last minute because you're scared.
I do. And then I move on to the next whore.
And you move on.
That's my MO. Yep.
Yeah, you do. You're very much like that. It's funny to watch. It's funny to see, and I'm excited to see what's finished first. Actually, a couple of us got bets on what's going to come out first.
Well, see, the cool part is like everything that I've been doing like lately is like it's a learning process. So the best part is I can reuse it like for everything later, for like the motion comic and the animation stuff. So instead of just, because like it's really hard, man, to like take an existing comic and redraw everything that's there, and then take a drawing that you basically photoshopped out of the book and animate it, because it just looks like a fucking picture moving across the screen, and it looks fucking terrible. And
that's a motion comic.
I know, but I don't want it to be that. I want it to be better than that. So 3D modeling of the things is not that hard for like a one perspective view and stuff. So now that I have everything all the math and all the technical shit that I've been working on for the past year or so, now that I have it solid and it looks great, I can take that, I can put it into like, the motion comic stuff and then use it, and it'll look awesome. So it'll be like half animation, half motion comic, right?
Okay, cool. So let me first of all, two things. One, let me remind you that you're American. All right, just outsource the shit. Deadass, just outsource the shit.
No,
that's what all successful Americans do. You've seen Adidas.
What did I say to my friend the one time years and years ago? I said, I don't know what it is, but I just can't make spring rolls at home. And he goes, "That's because you're not Asian." I'm like, "Oh." I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, he's married to a Vietnamese woman, so he always has fucking great food. And I'm like, I tried to make it at home, just fucking falls apart. It's like, because you're not Asian. I'm like, yeah,
because you're white.
But I want to be. So
you're the hidden 6 Spice girl, Vanilla Spice.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But the second thing is, would you humor the idea that maybe you're just a hoarder of knowledge? that once you get all the knowledge of something, that you move on to something else because your thing is just soaking up knowledge and not actually putting it to use to completion.
I always like I always thought of a great idea would be like, I have great ideas. I just need like a team of people to execute those ideas, because then I can move on to another
Ladies
one
and gentlemen,
have it done.
Jesus Christ.
I just wish I had a bunch of people who could just do what I wanted to do and then have it like that project done. Like, here, I'm gonna do this and get it done.
Well, do I have an offer for you? Let me invest in your small business. Hidden Toys is now an animation studio, and we're running with it.
Yeah.
Wait 3 to 5 years for Jed to finish that website.
Do you know how terrible the animation industry is? If you're not like Disney or DreamWorks or anything like that, you're basically set to fail unless it's a personal project.
My buddy's been doing like just homemade animations, kind of like old Flash cartoons.
Yeah.
But he did one for a music video. He did one for he has a couple of his own stories that he did for, and then he did one for a game, like a mobile game or something like that. And he sent his animation that he did to the mobile game company. He's like, hey, check this out. What do you think? And they were like, hey, can we just pay you to do these for all of our games?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, sure. So now he has a job as a full-time animator, just doing this shit from home. Yeah.
That's fantastic, man. That's awesome. Yeah, this is more like a personal thing for me. I like doing the animation stuff, on the side.
For sure. But I mean, like I feel like you should complete some stuff so that you have something to look back on. Because if you always hold stuff until you're ready for it to be perfect, it'll never be perfect, because your idea of what is perfect will always be moving. Yeah,
it's a typical artist. It's never done. You have to, like the director from Shazam said, you just have to say, yeah, it's good enough, and then just keep going.
Like what was his name? Harry and Lloyd said in Dumb and Dumber, and that one Frozen bitch from Frozen bitch, let it go, man.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it out there.
Nah, it's I got a lot of balls up in the air. I'm juggling, but it'll don't worry. It'll start. This shit'll start dropping. You'll be like, oh, there's that, and oh wow. Where do you have time to do all this? But I've been like, hold.
You're old enough, Chad. It's time for your balls to drop.
Yeah, you're right. I should definitely do that. Start putting stuff. No, that's where I'm at. So that's the plan. Finish Jetfire animation so that I could get make a couple art prints from it, and then use it as like a kind of like a commercial for Hidden Toys. Have all the fucking salad over Transformers animation that actually looks good, and not like fucking that Netflix show, and then go back to the beginning with the motion comic and move forward and get that done, and then probably never ever do the other issues, just the one, and that's it. And then move on to the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. It'll all fall into place. All be like dominoes, man. I'm telling you, right, Levy? Yeah, just like dominoes. Anyway, so speaking of dominoes, I watched Dune. That was really, really good. I don't think either one of you guys really give a shit about that movie.
Not really.
I've heard that a lot of people are excited about it, but I just haven't.
It was good. It was really good.
Right on.
Yeah. No, it was really good. It was I really liked it a lot. Considering it's it's like Star Warsy, epic type of science fiction thing.
Yeah.
So, and like I mentioned earlier, I watched Injustice, and that was I didn't expect much because it's based off of the video game and based off of the comics from the video game, but I think they could have did better with that.
Sure. With Dune. Sorry, with Dune. Excuse me, with Dune. Knowing, since you and I did a podcast for just over a year together called Back and Forth. Also, tune in soon, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. The Back and Forth reunion is on its way. Don't know when. Don't know where, but it'll be here eventually. But knowing my taste in movies, would you suggest Dune to me? Or is it something that I would be into, or is it too much thinking, not enough closure?
It's part 1, so there's more to it.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if you want to wait.
Anime all over again.
It's the 80s version was cool, if you want to check that out. But yeah, the new one's really good. I think you'd like it. It's a sci-fi mix of, you know, no real sorcery, but there's sword stuff and, you know, troop fights and, you know, the whole a little bit of political stuff in there, but you know, more it's like just it's one of those epic saga build up stories that, you know, you're like, here's these guys and then those guys are doing this and there's this thing around it and the one character doesn't give a fuck, and then, you know, it's like who said it? Star Wars for people who like emo or like Tool.
Cool.
Tool. People who like Tool.
All right.
it's good though.
Well,
I like
I
it.
don't like Tool, so probably won't matter to me.
No, it's I like it. It's good. It's just it's like I said, it's a very big, aspiring, epical type of movie franchise.
Yeah.
That they're making it out to be, and there's a lot of source material to pull from, and it's been around for 60s since the 60s, I think. It's good. I liked it a lot.
Cool.
I did watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. Is that how you pronounce it?
Evangelion?
Evangelion. That's it. You saw that, right? You watched that.
No, I haven't actually. It's been on my list for ages, but I've never watched Evangelion before.
I thought since you're like the mech guy, that was like one of your go-tos.
To be honest, I've never considered it a mech thing because like
it's not.
Feel like they're,
it's not.
Yeah, it's not a mech thing. So
no, I think it wanted to be, and then they totally went a different direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I remember people telling me that it was really good, and I read reviews on it. I'm like, oh, it's great, and I was like, yeah, it was. Meh.
It's a thing. Yeah.
It was more about like people, about the fucking kid who just wanted to run away from everything, and he was fucking depressed all the time, and they're like, come on, you can do it, and it was just like, eh. And then when I read about how the fans cried out in terror about the ending of it and how they did it, so they made a movie after it to fix those things that the fans hated, and they basically had the fucking main character like jerk off to completion on the fucking other character to the fans. I was like, wow. I'm like, this anime went a whole different direction. So,
wow. Yeah, to be honest, I've always thought those designs were really terrible.
Yeah.
Like there's a TikTok going around of them like photoshopped in real scale of like two of them fighting. And I'm like, those are the ugliest fucking suits fighting that I think I've ever seen. I don't want to watch this. Like,
well, I mean, like spoilers, right? They're not actually mechs. They're just big giant people in armor. They find out later. Yeah. They're like clones of creations, and it's just I don't know. It started out cool and with a kind of I liked some of the characters, but after that I was just kind of didn't do it for me. But I was watching a lot of what's the guy's name? Yoshikaki Kawajiri films. That's the guy that did Ninja Scroll and like a bunch of other shit. Just for like reference and research and stuff that I haven't seen. Like I watched Wicked City like years ago, but I went back and watched it again. Demon City, Cyber City, Oedo, Record of the Lotus War. He did that Highlander anime. Did a lot of the storyboards for Attack on Titan. That guy. Nice. So did a bunch of that shit. So I was watching like a lot of that anime.
I've never watched Attack on Titan either. The hype kind of pushed me away from it. Yeah, all my friends in my friend group were like in love with it. And it just kind of like set up unrealistic expectations for me, and I knew that when I watched it, it wasn't gonna live up to it. So I just kind of stayed away from it. It's
like it's true to the manga where they literally like animate from the panels of the manga. It looks just like it. You know, story wise, it's spot on. But it's like kind of like
read the manga, man. That shit's always backwards. Like they always start the book with the end of the story, and then as you're reading through, it's like telling this fucking story backwards. I never get it.
Yeah, they do like this really weird thing with Attack on Titan too, where it's like a time travel thing, but it's a really weird. It's not like normal time travel. What you think it's like a person's mind is in the past of the future person that's gonna have like this ability. It's really odd. It's like a fucked up sideways version of time travel.
You know what? If I had to read that in manga form, it would probably tell me the tale backwards, and it might actually make sense backwards.
It's like one of those things where You remember, like, I don't know if you ever saw the first. Do you ever see the first Bill and Ted movie?
No, I never watched any of those.
There's a part where they're like in the police station, and they're like, okay, like after we do this, we'll go. After we're all done, we'll take the time machine. We'll go back in time to this very moment and plant the keys right here, so that we can, or like remember to do it right here. And then it's like later on, they do that stuff, but they never show it. But it happens in real time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of like how the one part of Attack on Titan is like it happens later, but they never show it, but it's like in the person's mind only. It's really odd. But you know how like Vikings, like they head through that halfway point and then it starts focusing on the kids?
Yeah.
They do that sort of in this where it's all about them, fighting the Titans and all, and then it stops and goes into this big, huge political story about like another country and how they're in this big mythos around it all, and they lost the ground street level fighting story, and they went to this big epic mystical political thing, and it didn't. I didn't like the last season, I guess you want to call it. So
yeah, it doesn't sound like it would be for me at all.
No,
I thought the concept of fighting big monsters was cool, but like I ain't signing up for that shit.
It was like kind of like when you find out what the true origin of Wolverine is. Like there was always that nice mystery that you had of the character that made him, unique. It's the same thing. Like Titans are always like, well, where'd they come from, or who's this, or like why is that? And it's like you find out, and it's just the payoff is just kind of like it's not really. And then the ending is really weird.
Mystery is the payoff in itself.
Exactly.
And some studios need to either remember that or learn that, because like they did the same thing. So I don't know how familiar you are with Halo. Levy, help me out here. Levy,
yeah,
wake up.
He was sleeping.
Talking about Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with Master Chief through the first 3 games, the only thing is he's a fucking badass in a suit of tank armor, right?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
But then in the 4th game, he gets a little soppy with his AI girlfriend, and he's all mad and sad because he loses her. And then in the 5th game, he's extremely emotional, chasing after her, taking after the world. And I guess in the games, you go into the backstory, and he turns out to be a big softy, and it's like it completely ruins the image you had of the Master Chief after the original trilogy, because the mystery of the character of being the faceless character is ruined by all these fucking emotions that you didn't want your fucking, you know what I mean?
Kind of like Anakin Skywalker in the prequel trilogy.
Yeah, I don't like sand. Yeah.
Well, there's a difference between being sad and weathered, and there's a difference between being just depressed and fucking revolting. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. It'd be like if they took the Doom Slayer from the Doom games and gave him a sobby backstory that, he's only this mad because he was touched as a child and his girlfriend left him. His dog flattened the tires on his car or some bullshit. Like, it would ruin it. The whole allure to the Doom Slayer is that he's a fucking badass for no reason, just angry all the time, and he just murders demons. I don't want to know why he's doing it. The fact that he's doing it is good enough for me.
It's like Patton Oswalt says, I like ice cream. I don't want to know how ice cream is made. I just want to enjoy it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we're going to show you how it's made. Here's the salt and the ice and the milk. No, I don't want to know about it. I just want to enjoy.
That's why they tell you. That's why they tell you never to work at the places you enjoy eating, because then you see how it's made.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You don't want to know how the sausage is made.
Yeah. I probably never eat at Clerks, or never eat at movies from Clerks.
It's people. It's made from people. So what you guys watch anything cool?
What was I? No, I haven't started anything new since I finished Midnight Mass and Squid Game.
Oh yeah, Tyler, did you watch Squid Game with all the angry PlayStation buttons?
No, I didn't. Bro, I live a boring life. I don't watch anything anymore. Like,
Right, Levy?
fuck, what's the last-
Didn't you think of that, Levy, when you saw those guys? You're like, oh man, a fucking bunch of angry fucking PlayStation buttons.
The only thing that was missing was the X button.
Fox did something like that actually. They let me see if I can find the picture. They dressed a bunch of people up in the spirit of Squid Game and posted it up. They really want to be featured on the show or something. Let me see. There it is. Xbox joins Squid Game meme. Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord.
The best meme was by Twitter when Facebook was down and IG was down.
Mm-hmm.
They had like the second game was where they had to cut out the fucking cookie from like the tin. You couldn't break it because if you break it, you got shot. So they had like the logos for Facebook and Instagram and everything. They were broken, and Twitter was still it was cut out perfectly. They won the internet.
You're just saving to desktop. Jesus, I don't use a computer enough, so I don't know where it saves these photos to.
It's like magic, Levy. That computer.
It is, bro. Listen, I don't know how to use this stuff. I'm too young for this, man. Old for this.
Are you still playing your Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you still playing video games, man? Still playing Horizon Zero Dawn?
No, I finished Horizon.
Oh, okay.
So.
Did you move on to something else?
Just trying to finish Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, yeah. How far did you get in that?
I'm on the second part of the island, like Act 2, I guess.
Is it really, really good still?
It's a fantastic game. I just get caught up in side activities.
Yeah. Did you ever finish The Last of Us 2?
No.
I never played that. I'm still waiting for the
game is really long. The game is really long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to finish that too.
Half-Life 2?
No, the Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Oh. There. Finally figured it out. Fucking sorcery. God damn it. But yeah, that's what they did.
It's good.
That's funny.
And you've just been trying to watch Vikings and working nonstop.
Well, no, I haven't really watched I haven't tried to watch Vikings in a month or two. Trying to think of what we watched last. I watched the Dave Chappelle special. I made time for that because I really enjoyed his last one.
Yeah, I gotta watch that tonight.
Yeah, I mean I enjoyed it. There's a lot of controversy around it, and if you feel a type of way about it, you can go ahead and call me an asshole in the comments, whatever. But I enjoyed it. I got the message he was pulling across, and at the end of the day, the special is more about what's it called? It's more of a whatever. It's good. It's a good comedy special. It's not anti this. It's pro this.
Yeah. I'll probably check it out
when you watch
tonight.
when you watch it, you'll see that if you got a fucking brain in your head. But outside of that, I really want to go see Venom. I haven't had any time to go see the new Venom, but I really want to go see the new Let There Be Carnage.
I would
movie.
thought you would have been there like first night, man. The wife.
Yeah, but I wake up at fucking 5 o'clock every morning, so there's no way I'm going out to a movie.
Yeah. Well,
But-
I'll let you know when it lands on Jetflix.
Yeah. It might actually be one that I pick up like physically. I don't buy movies very often, but like if I really like it, I just kind of buy it to support it.
Right.
I haven't really played anything recently either. I haven't played any Mech Warrior. I played a bit of Call of Duty. Man, Call of Duty is dangerous for me. Let me talk about this for a second. So I only started playing Call of Duty because I didn't have a Halo to play. And I have a couple of friends that I grew up with that play it pretty religiously. So I was like, you know what? I'll download it. It's free. I'll start playing with you. So we're playing the Warzone one, the Battle Royale one, right? Which is fine. It's a first-person shooter. I enjoy it. I'm not very good at it. But because it's so similar to the Call of Duty of yesteryear, back on 360 or PS3, the old school toxicity that we used to be so fluent in back in the day just comes out of me. Right? Like I can't fucking play those games at all. Like I whenever I turn the game off, I'm ashamed of myself because like it's very toxic in those lobbies still to this day. Like you know, a 12-year-old the other day told me fuck my dead mother's corpse, right? Like it's just par for the course in those kind of games. right? But like my response, man, my response back, like I'm not proud of the man I am when I'm playing Call of Duty. So like I actively try to not play unless we're just playing together as friends. But it's crossplay, so we're not in private parties, and I get to hear what the other team's calling me when either I kill them or they kill me. I get to hear the little bit of shit talk, or when it's at the end of the game and they're rolling the credits. Who's the winner, right? And you get to hear that kind of shit talk, and I mean really fucked up shit, man. Like there's still heavy racism in those chats, heavy homophobia, and
Sure.
I'll never participate in the racism, but the F word to me has never meant what it means, I guess. And that shit comes out of me sometimes like rapid fire, and I don't mean for it to, and I never mean it the way it's meant to be meant, but like to me that word has always meant try hard. Like someone's trying really hard to show off. That's what that word's always meant to me, and that's how I've always used it. It's how all my friends have used it. I've never actively used it towards anyone of the gay community. And frankly, the only time I've ever used it to this day, as of like a few years ago when I educated myself, so to speak, is when I'm in a Call of Duty lobby. So I've distanced myself from that game quite a bit because I played it for quite a while. I think during season 4 of the Battle Pass, and I finished the Battle Pass, but it was toxic, and it's like. It's like
might I suggest that
fucking ugly girl. You know what I mean? You do it. You feel good because you completed the task, but when you walk away, you just feel dirty.
Might I suggest that you start using the word porking instead? That might actually help.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. That might.
Just call everyone.
No, so when I realized it was a problem, because like every now and again, letting one slip, you're only human. But when it becomes an every game occurrence, it's an issue, right? And I'm self-aware. So I realized it was an issue. So I was trying to turn this, I'm turning this boat around. I know how to fix this. So for a while there, when I was hot micing people, when I got killed and I was really, really mad, what I would do was I was angrily compliment them. That's a fact. So it'd be like, and I'd say something like, "Your mom's got beautiful tits." That's a fact. That's what I would do, right? Like. Before it was your mom's got Funyuns, but now it's your mom's got beautiful tits. Your dad fucking loves you, and I'm dead ass. Like I would say this angry as fuck, almost throwing my controller, but I tried to turn this, I turned this boat around a little bit, and I'm on the straight and narrow. But I played again the other night, and like I could just feel that monster coming up, and I was like, nope, gotta go to bed, because like it almost came out of me. And it's crazy because like that's what I associate Call of Duty with, is that kind of behavior. But I'm self-aware enough to know that maybe I just shouldn't participate in that game because it brings that out of me, right?
I always muted fucking assholes all the time and fucking dumbass kids.
Yeah, well, that's why I was muted when I came into this chat.
Dumbass kid.
That's it. That's the fact. I pop into one podcast unexpected to say hello, have a good show, and Jed's like, "Fuck you. This is my freedom land." Duh.
We're locking everybody down now.
That's it.
Can't allow this again. Who left the door open?
Commissar Jed.
I make my fucking kids so mad because they'll fucking come home from school and they'll have like some new knock joke, and I fucking completely refuse to fucking listen because it always ends with poop. Right? Like knock, who's there? Fucking you pooped in your fucking head or some shit, right?
Yeah.
So they'll come, so they'll be like, "Dad," I'm like, "What?" Like knock, and I'll be like, "Come in." I'm like, "The door is open."
I got a knock joke for you could use on them.
Okay.
If you want it. Knock.
Go ahead. Come in.
Levy, knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat my poo. Ah! Got me.
It's fun for the whole family. You can use it on April. You can use it on Jed. You can use it on your wife or your kids, whoever. It's a wholesome experience, and it ends with poop. Your kids will love it.
Speaking of poop, do you have any weird news for us, Levy?
One story this week.
I hope it's a sad one. You got to keep up the tradition.
No, actually, this is one.
A sad penis joke.
Deer penetrated Helen Mirren's eyeball on her 111th birthday.
That is a very sad news.
This was submitted by our roving reporter April McPike. World's biggest snake lifted by crane in Caribbean forest. This comes from the New York Post, originally published by The Sun. So I can't attest to the veracity of this. There is video, and it looks like a real snake. I'll post
I think I saw that actually. Yeah, it looked crazy.
I'll post the video in the chat.
It was like a behind the scenes from Anaconda.
Link to the article, rather. What's that?
I said the behind the scenes from Anaconda.
Yeah. My Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Bro, what if this was just a publicity stunt? Like for a new Anaconda movie coming out? Oh, no. That's not even, that's not as big as the one I saw. There was a video where I saw they unearthed the body of a snake that was like the size of a fucking sewer tube. And it was like moving and shit. And then the ground was like rippling because of how big it was. It was much bigger than the one in this video. But it was on TikTok. So, you can't believe any of that shit.
Yeah. But in this one, apparently, there was a crew clearing part of a Dominican rainforest, and they used a digger to lift a 10-foot long snake up out of the brush.
10 foot is the world's biggest snake? I would think
it's got to be bigger than 10 feet.
There would be bigger.
That's what it says here. I would think that would be bigger than that, but
bro, how does Josh have these permissions and I don't?
This is the on the air channel. Anybody can post in here.
No, I was locked out of this.
Except you.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This man's out here living his best. What is Mike dressed in?
I don't know. He looks like.
Oh my god!
He looks like he's filming for a Gene Simmons prequel.
Jesus Christ! He looks like one of the rocker babe groupies that would hang out with Axl Rose. Boy,
looks like an album cover.
What?
He looks like one of my buddy's moms when I was a kid.
Mike looks slightly confused.
Oh my god! I give him shit when he's like when I go over to this place because he has his hair tied up and he has this do rag on. He looks like fucking like he's just dusting all day.
Oh. Welcome to the roast of Mike Kincaid, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
what's the name of this hot new album?
Mike Kincaid and his crew.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's Mike Kincaid and the Bald Eagles.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's 3 domes down.
And Melissa Etheridge.
Oh yeah, it's the Bald and the Restless.
So 10-foot snake levy. Did it eat
Yeah,
anybody?
this story is not nearly as interesting as I thought it was originally, but
yeah. Did it attack anyone?
No. No, but it looks like it was alive when they picked it up, but I'm going to have to give April the business when she gets home. Make sure she doesn't waste my time next time.
How about the one that I submitted to you about the from roving reporter Lori Vargo?
Did you submit one?
Yeah, I remember. It was about the newscaster and the 15 seconds of porn.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's see.
The bald and the breastless.
So this also comes from the New York Post. Washington State local news airs 13-second porn clip during weather forecast.
Finally, something good on the Weather Network.
Here, I'll post the link to this article too.
The best part about that is the news anchors did not respond at all. They were completely professional. Either they didn't see it, or they completely ignored it.
I'm going to go with they were completely oblivious.
Right.
It was cloudy with a chance of some booty on a Washington State TV station. So,
that's dumb. That's the dumb fucking. It should be cloudy with a chance of skeet balls. Come on, shit writes itself, man.
meatballs.
Is it like amateur porn or is it like professional porn?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Looks like it's
It was
amateur.
It
Looks
was
like
a sex act aired on live TV. So,
Wow.
So
Actually,
yeah, during a weather report, they there was like a little box in the upper right hand corner of the screen, I think it was, and it's just showing this clip of porn while she was giving her her weather report, and it lasted for about 13 seconds, and neither the anchor nor the person giving the report responded to it in any way. So the Spokane Police Department's Special Victims Unit we got involved to probe possible criminality. The incident generated numerous calls from concerned citizens in the city and county. At the time of this release, the investigation is ongoing, and no culpability of any kind has been determined.
Yeah, man, that's where you just like kind of slip in the the clip and you rename it. So like fucking October 18th weather, clip dot mpeg.
Yeah.
And now we're going to Michelle for weather. Thanks, Mike. We have a cold front coming in over western Colorado. It appears to be stroking the coast. Watch out for those heavy gusts. I tried to make that
toy news, Levy.
Some porn news, yeah.
Toy news.
Actually, I got a bit of toy news if you got a minute. Let me find that shit literally an hour ago, or I guess 3 hours now. I forgot how fucking time works on this podcast. They announced this new Gargoyles figure. NECA did. I just put it in
the cartoon,
nice.
so I don't know who they are.
Yeah. Watch Gargoyles.
Is that exciting, Levy? Is that a good
Yes, that's very exciting.
character?
Hudson,
Yeah.
voiced by Ed Asner.
Yeah. I'm excited by it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
I
be
definitely
because I
wanna
tried to
see-
cancel it and they forced me into it. Yeah, they forced me into it, so I gotta finish it now. It's a sign from the universe, man.
You don't have to, but
I had actually canceled my Goliath pre-order because I was just trying to trim the fat, But then I saw their Bronx figure and that it came with draped wings for Goliath, and I'm like, "Yep, pre-order."
Yeah.
I went back and pre-ordered Goliath. And as soon as Bronx becomes available, I'm pre-ordering that. So yeah, I'm in for these.
I don't know what
Gargoyles.
any of that means. Is that significant? Draped wings.
Those are all characters.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because
I know that.
the Gargoyles characters, they can wrap their wings around them in such a way that looks like a cloak or a cape,
Yeah, it just looks really
and
cool.
it's a cool look for them. But
Oh.
it also saves on real estate on your shelf.
Oh, okay.
So
That's true. Good luck getting them in because it's NECA and they're garbage figures. But if you can do it and pose them and never touch them again,
Yeah.
you should be all right.
I had the NECA turtles, the live action turtles, and they're pretty decent figures. They're not like shit or anything like most NECA stuff.
When's the last time you moved them around?
That's a good question. It's been a while.
I'll give you $20 to go move one around right now. And not just a wiggle of the toe. I want you to do like a full action pose, bend the knee, bend the hips, bend the shoulder, bend the elbow.
I'll do that later tomorrow because I don't want to wake up my kids. So
Okay, yeah, you would scream after it breaks. Trust me, we all do it. That's the downside to NECA, man. Their quality is fucking garbage.
I know I snapped my alien like 3 times, I think it was, in 3 different places. So.
Dakota yelled at me when I told him I pre-ordered the Gargoyles Goliath.
He scolded you.
He was like, yeah, good luck with posing it once and never fucking touching it ever again. Yeah, he was like, he does not like NECA whatsoever. But I mean, it could be cool to just keep in the box and then sell off later when the market grows. Because I know that's going to happen.
When the live action movie with The Rock comes out.
Yeah. Facts. Hard facts.
So what do you got for us, Levy?
First, it looks like they revealed today Kang Toys Monkey Pants.
Interesting.
So this is the robot mode. They didn't show the alt mode, but it looks like his name is Thorilla.
Oh yeah, and Ali. Muhammad Ali reference. Thrilla and
Gorilla
in Manila.
in Manila.
Mhm.
I think
So-
it's just a play on Gorilla and Thor. It's
Yeah.
got that big hammer.
Well, I like the Ali reference more.
He looks cool. I'm definitely digging it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think this is Optimus Primal though.
No.
well,
Like
I'm
I
not
mean
sure if it's
the colors are whatever, but like the sculpt doesn't look anything like Primal whatsoever.
Yeah,
Even the head sculpt doesn't look anything like him, so it's probably a brand new gorilla,
I saw.
which is cool.
Yeah, why not?
I'm not sure if it was a kit bash or. Oh, here we go.
These
Why does
guys
it
saw
have to
King
be?
Kong and was like, "Yeah, gorillas are predators."
Hey, why? Like, really? Like, why does it have to fit into some weird fucking licensing character? Why can't they make a new one?
So yeah, no, exactly.
I'm cool with that. I think
Right?
this is a digibash that someone did.
Maybe.
No,
Okay.
the Optimus Primal color
Yeah.
scheme. Pretty sure that's
Oh,
digibash that
yeah,
someone did.
yeah, yeah. And I mean,
people say
even
monkey, and they're like, oh, Optimus Primal, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
only.
Well, I mean, to be fair too, though, like the promotional images that they showed early on, that clearly looked like Optimus Primal,
Did it?
yeah,
like a chibi version of Optimus Primal. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, that was
I think
Toy
it is.
World, though.
I think it is supposed to be like an Optimus Primal thing, but whatever, man. It looks cool.
Did
I'm interested
Optimus
to see what the
Primal-
beast mode looks like.
Did Optimus Primal ever have a large hammer?
No.
Okay.
There's obviously, I mean, this whole line. There's an abundance of creative liberties
Oh yeah, sure.
taken. So
It's its own thing.
looks cool. You're still all in on this?
Oh yeah.
I'm interested to
Yep.
see how it holds up with the torso splitting into two pieces with the monkey pants and whoever the top bit is.
So Levy, that's official image from the first one with the yellow and the red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
And it's weird because Dane Chalk says it is. Oh no, I'm sorry. The color is a digibash. They showed a black and white model like 2 days ago or something like that, and it looks like somebody digibashed that color then.
Okay, so it's not an
My
official.
mistake. My mistake.
Okay.
I mean, this
the
should
original
be-
black and white. The original black and white is official though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
This,
find
I mean, this is closer to what it
There you
should
go.
be though, because like if you
Mhm.
have them in the traditional primal colors, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
And it looks like that name Thorilla is not official either.
No.
Okay.
So that's the original image.
Gotcha.
So, and this does say Kang Toys or Kong Toys.
I
But
think it's pronounced
in
Chung.
Chung Toys.
You are
is that
right.
how-
You are right. You were very correct there, Tyler.
Yeah.
See, in the orange and black Digibash post, Dame Chalk says that it's a Digibash of TFC Toys CT054 Gorilla. So,
Well,
Oh.
Kang Toys is PFC, so
has that been proven?
yeah. Man, I don't know why, but I posted that video like twice, like a year
I
or
think
more.
we talked about that
ago,
last
where they-
time I was on
we
the
did.
show.
We did.
Yeah.
It was like it's
Yeah.
like it's.
But I don't think it was
literally in the video.
TFC. I think we were talking about them being JX.
Yeah,
like
them
Jank-
too. They're all the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same. There's a 5 minutes long where they're actually in the company showing all the people that work there. Showing
I don't
the
think I
places.
ever watched that.
Oh, you should watch it. It's enlightening. They actually have people that used to work at Hasbro that works there now. It's like it's like they're all the same. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, like with this character being like the waist, I could see them being more dark colors than it having to be red and yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
True.
maybe they could do an Optimus Primal type of color scheme, because once it's all folded up as a waist, probably might not see any of that. Who knows? I guess we'll find out eventually. What else you got there? Man on the street.
Lost it here.
Be better prepared next time, Levy.
Well, I had it, and then freaking the page changed for some reason.
Magic,
Here it
dude.
comes. Here it comes. You
Magic.
ready? It's gonna come out of the water. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, where is it?
Levy. Dun 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 dun. That's
where'd
all
it
my
go?
musical ability. Jed, you got anything?
Nope.
Hold on a second.
Kang toys.
No, it's Toys Alliance and Archcore. It's not
You know what?
sure the name of it. It's Archmirus.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
Hmm.
It reminds me of the Road Warriors from wrestling.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
The alt mode looks really cool. It looks like something out of Mad Max.
What is it? So is this supposed to be like some alternate dimension Optimus Prime, or is it its own thing?
No, I think it's its own thing.
Okay.
But no, I saw it on Dame Shock's thing. I thought it looked cool. So
It does look cool. It's very busy.
yeah,
Yeah, you get the Road Warrior thing, but then you get gold. So Road Warrior bling.
Road Warrior bling.
The hell's that on the back? Is that like a
Shield, maybe?
looks like a dial for Stargate?
It's a shield.
Cool.
Yeah. So, but it says this is from Toys Alliance and Archcore, I guess. I'm not sure what Archcore
That's got kind of
is.
like a Hellboy face thing going on there.
Yeah. And it says it is its name looks like it's Archmirus. It says Frostlight transformable figure. So Archmirus Frostlight. I don't know. It definitely
Interesting.
looks cool though.
Yeah.
It's big and bulky. It does look very busy. But I like the color and I like the alt mode. The alt mode looks really cool. So I definitely do see where you're getting the freaking Road Warriors
Yeah.
Doomsday device. Yeah, it looks like he comes with a bunch of accessories. He's got a combat knife and a shield, and actually a couple combat knives.
What else we got?
It comes with a big hammer. So
Ooh, everyone's coming with a hammer nowadays. That must be a thing, the trend.
yeah. So Hasbro PulseCon was. Did you see the Transformers news come out of that?
I got bits and pieces of it.
So apparently the new mainline series is called Generations Legacy.
Okay.
And they showed some characters from the first wave. G2 Universe Laser Optimus Prime.
Just saw there was a Skids.
Skids.
RC from
Bulkhead,
Transformers Prime. Yeah, Bulkhead.
Kickback, and Dragstrip.
Where's the Beast Wars stuff? No Beast Wars Legacy?
No, apparently not with this first wave. Unless you count Kickback.
I wouldn't count Kickback as a Beast Wars character.
No.
Do we lose Tyler? Is he still here?
I think he went out for a cigarette.
Oh, okay.
But you did see these, right?
I saw the one promotional image with all of them together. I remember someone mentioning that Bulkhead's probably going to be reworked as a different character for that line.
Oh, really?
But that's why he's not so Transformers Prime. He's more, G2 or whatever you would consider.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I think they all look like shit.
Yeah, round. Yeah.
I think they all look like shit.
When I saw Skids, I immediately thought that somebody got the MP a little bit early, and then I saw that it was this line, and I was like, "Oh, interesting."
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have the same aesthetics as the last line that they ran through.
Yeah. And this is supposed to be like a direct sequel to the War for Cybertron.
I have returned.
Hey. Yeah, they look kind of trashy.
Yeah, so I'm not terribly impressed.
The
only one that looks
okay.
Yeah, no, the RC looks like shit. The only one that looks any good is Kickback, but that's because he looks very slavishly G1.
They named him like a deluxe Insecticon too, which is like
No, I think that's just the deluxe refers to his
scale.
size.
Gotcha.
Scale.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a deluxe figure as opposed to like Voyager or Leader class.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad I don't collect Transformers anymore.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I will say though, I do kind of like that Bulkhead.
I was saying
think
before he
that's
came
it.
back that someone mentioned they're gonna retool him into something else.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that Frostlight that I showed you, Jed. It actually I saw another post here. It actually is going to have an armor upgrade.
Does it need it? It looks
I don't
pretty
know.
armored out already.
Yeah. If it wasn't busy enough before. So,
I mean, I'm okay with it. That's
it
agreeable, baby.
definitely looks cool.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean,
it's like
you can't
he's
move
wearing a
for
mech
shit.
suit. Yeah.
Yeah, it can't move for shit.
What's the little
Kind of
dude down there?
reminiscent of it's kind of reminiscent of Bay vs. Ironhide.
Is that like a winch on his left arm there? I don't know what that is.
I don't
Maybe.
know.
Looks
Gatling.
like a bike.
Yeah. Little dude's
Um,
like a little like what is he, like a medieval type of dude? Or like maybe like
Yeah. Reminds me of
Oh,
Too
man.
Human, if you guys remember that game.
yeah,
Human.
I heard of it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
about
like,
I know a lot, but
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
It was like
Waspinator?
Thor in cyberspace.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Oh,
That
Waspinator, huh?
Waspinator. That
Yeah, he
Waspinator
look-
looks good with
he does look good. He looks
next
real
to the
good.
transform element Scorponok. They're in scale with each other, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Some of these Kingdom figures are really hit and miss for me.
Yeah.
But like I was
Well, I
saying,
seen
on
like a lot of
Stasis Lock,
people.
though,
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead, man. I was just gonna say I've seen a lot of people comparing them to the originals and how they're like some of them are just not as good as the original. They're like, why even why even get the latest version of it when you have a better version, originally in the 90s.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, the Rat Trap's definitely the OG Rat Trap is better. The Cheetor is an improvement over the Universe one, but the OG is still better, in my opinion. Primal's good though. Like Primal's solid as a figure. Black Arachne is whatever. It's almost slavish to the MP design in a sense, which I think was their whole gimmick. Because I think what's his name? John Howard, John Stewart, John something.
John Cena?
Warden. John Warden said that it was like a mini masterpiece. Yeah.
Hmm.
Which is hell of a sales gimmick,
Mhm.
considering I guess the people you're marketing your brand to are the people that can't afford Masterpiece in the first place. The whole
point.
KO crowd. So, but yeah, this Waspinator looks good. This is definitely an improvement over the original anyway. I think the Thrilling 30s one is probably better though.
Yeah, I never got that figure and I regret it.
Yeah.
What's the line that you gave me, that one, that variant,
Thrilling 30s.
the red and blue one?
It's the
Thrilling 30, okay.
Botcon Warooters. Yeah, but that's the mold.
That's really good quality.
Actually, yeah, Levy, I gave you one.
Oh, I thought that was like original Beast Wars figure.
No. Those
Okay.
three Waspinators were based off the Thrilling 30s mold.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what is this thing?
So what's this?
Maximus
Yeah, what is that?
Pro.
Is that-
It is Ocular Max Streetwise. The Ocular Max combiners, they go with a fully integrated engineering
Right.
design. So, which I'm kind of curious how they're going to do that with this Streetwise, because he becomes the leg, but it looks like he really fills out as the leg here. If that's like all integrated, that's interesting engineering they got going on there.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see because like their Bruticus was pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Like a pretty interesting feat of engineering,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah. It had some issues.
Wow, everything does.
But as far as like the engineering and having everything integrated, I did like what they did with that. So
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. This is,
That's
I mean,
what-
I'm not a G1 guy, but this doesn't look bad.
a lot of people don't recognize the engineer that designs this shit, because I'm like doing like molds and models and stuff like that for animation, and I can like easily just go, okay, well, I'm gonna rescale this because it doesn't fit right. But if I had to like design it so everything had to be there, it's like so hard to get everything perfectly aesthetically looking right, and then have it transform into an alt mode, let alone a triple changer that's integrated into a fucking limb. That's it's those people are very smart and very talented. It's too bad that a lot of times they don't nobody knows who the fuck they are.
yeah.
Okay, so I kind of I'll draw this comparison. I don't think you guys will catch on to it very. Probably didn't say that right. I don't think you guys will relate to it as well. But I kind of relate it to battle rap. Okay, because like with standard like hip hop and music hits and whatever, you've got your basic vanilla please everybody shit. But then there's people like in the battle rap circuit that just really appreciate and try to push the envelope of the art form of rap itself, like rhyme schemes, double entendres, metaphors, that kind of stuff, making it as clever and as intricate as possible, right? And I feel like this Ocular Max stuff is just like a super appreciation of the art form, trying to push the limits on what can be done. And if maybe this is a figure for toy makers. You know what I mean? For toy makers to appreciate, and less for your regular fucking fan to appreciate, because we all know Transformers fans. We are Transformers fans. We're toxic as fuck, and we only want what we can afford, right? So like this being a crazy cool feat of engineering, you got to give them their props. And I know you're saying, the Bruticus has problems, but I mean, everything does. Anything that comes out nowadays has problems. Even fucking, mainline shit has problems with tolerances and so on, right? But what they're doing with those figures is, it's like you were saying, right? It's an art form. It's like a feat of engineering, and
it is.
I even as a not a fan of G1, I can appreciate this for what it is, and say like it's fucking cool what they're doing, because no one else is doing it,
right?
Oh, and then you got this fucking wad of useless garbage, Shadow Panther. Look, man, this was as the Beast Wars expert on this podcast right now. This
You're
figure,
on the number one Beast Wars podcast.
That's true. That's I'm that guy that you guys call. This is Pawn Stars, and I'm that guy you call to see if someone's giving you a tryout. Yeah. What we have here, Mike, is a figure with no backstory whatsoever, no lore whatsoever in any rendition of Beast Wars or Transformers, really, that I know of. It might be in the new comics, but it was a one-off, just a random redeco. It was never mentioned in any story of any timeline of anything that I know of. Shadow Panther, and they gave him or her or its own figure, and instead of giving a standard head sculpt, they give it the mutant mask, because any little tiny variation outside of a new paint job is I guess a retool. And I guess it's worth the premium price for it. I'm not falling for that shit.
And nor should anyone.
No,
Right.
No one should. That's the that's the God's honest truth, man. This is I mean, it's a cool looking figure. If you like it, get it, you win. You'll be fine. But there's no reason for this to exist.
Yeah.
Like lore wise.
Sure.
Outside of it being a figure before. But like, why not give it a bit of a story? Yeah, but like, why not give it a bit of story? Part of the reason Transformers collectors are collectors is because they connect with the story, right?
Back in the day when G1s came out, they had the card in the back that would tell you like a little bit of who the character was and their powers and stats. Didn't Beast Wars do that too? They didn't have like any type of like little synopsis about the character.
They did, and it may have. From my knowledge, this was a Japanese exclusive, not this one specifically. But
so
Shadow
they had
Panther, Japanese exclusive.
Nothing on the back, like on the
nothing
back
that I can read.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the truth. I don't know. It could have been, but like I said, there's no mention of it in any comic books, any TV shows. It wasn't in the Japanese shows. This is the standout from the entire toy line, essentially. Never made it to any shows whatsoever. Beast Machines is a totally different story, because like most of that shit didn't come out in any kind of storyline. But as far as Beast Wars goes, this is a really weird. I mean, it's an easy redeco considering Tigertron they were just going to create a new mold for, which they did. But yeah, I don't understand why they decided to do this with Shadow Panther outside of maybe just reusing the mold as much as possible. But at that point, why not just create a new character? But I guess, black versions of characters sell, which explains Nemesis Prime.
Apparently he's in the Beast Wars source book.
Oh, maybe. I'll have to check. I have those. I have one of them.
Number 3. He's number 3. They give him like a background.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. But I mean, even that shit's not accurate. The source book itself isn't accurate. In some regards, anyway.
I guess that's like IDW though. That's not really like canon. What was Beast Wars Uprising? Is that a fan thing?
Oh, Uprising was like, it was like a BotCon thing, I think. So yeah, it was just all fan fiction. Some stinky fatty nerd doing shit for a convention. I don't know. I read some of those BotCon stories, and I didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a synopsis for Cybertron marketing material. Traveled across time to find the Allspark, change the fate of Cybertron, battling Maximals on the pre-Ice Age Earth. Shadow Panthers was a ninja.
Okay.
That's Shadow Panther's message from the future was that he should stick to the shadows.
Oh.
That's all you get.
I wonder if they're just integrating him into Ravage.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's just it's black. It looks cool. Panthers are black. Let's fucking make some money.
I mean, it makes more sense than using that Cheetor and Tigatron mold from the OG and just turning him black and calling him a panther, considering it was kind of like a half and half of both of them. It wasn't exactly a cheetah. It wasn't exactly a tiger.
Levy, this is basically your black repaint.
That's right. Yeah, right.
And then you got Tifa in some nightwear, still ready to fight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, after that in that are you getting that?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it for myself and brother Kyle because just like the Aerith that came out before her, it's just going to be another figure that I'll keep in the box because it's essentially a fucking doll or a fucking jerk-off fucking material that you can use for your at night.
Bro, I was going to say, you better hope your wife never leaves you, because if so, like, you're going to have a hard time finding a woman with all these dolls displayed up on a shelf like that.
Yeah, this is the type of stuff that, like, I keep in the box. And then a couple years later, when people like myself who said, I don't need this shit, and then they go, oh, man, I got to complete my collection of the remake. I'll have one and I'll fucking sell it for $400. So that's exactly where this is going.
That's why I'm keeping the NECA Ninja Turtles in box and the NECA, not the turtles themselves, the Casey Jones and Raph 2-pack, and then the Splinter, and then these gargoyles. I'm going to keep all them in the box, and then I'm just going to flip them later when they're worth more.
Basically, because this, I don't give two shits about her being in a fucking dress, from that one part in the game when they had to go in, because that they did Aerith, they did Tifa. What's coming next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cloud in a dress. We're gonna get fucking Cloud in a dress, and I will have to buy that as well, and keep it on the side and fucking sell it then.
Well, Judd, you don't have to buy it.
It's like I said, I'll have it, and then a couple years later, when people didn't get it and no one can find it, I'll just fucking make my money back plus some.
So, let me ask you: you got the remake Aerith from Play Arts Kai, right? Now that dress that she has, is that soft goods? The skirt? No, it's soft plastic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I'm just looking at pictures of it here. It looks like soft goods.
Well, if it was soft
it does.
That would be in hand over fist. But that's the deciding factor, and unfortunately, you just can't make the payments.
Yeah, it looks like it is, but it's not. There's a lot of stuff coming out that I really don't really have too much of an interest in from the remake line, but I'm going to get it anyway. Like some of the new characters that they came up with in Yuffie's hoodie version stuff. But like I said, I remember way back when I go, I don't fucking need Red 13. Fuck that fucking cat. I'm more interested in like Sephiroth and that's it. And then 3 years later, he's like going for $400.
Yeah.
So live and learn. I'll just grab one, keep it on the side, and dump it later on.
Yeah,
this isn't
able to just pay for your collection with the doubles, right? Or the ones that you don't want.
Yeah, it's not really a double. It's just more like just like keep it in the box.
That's what I mean, though.
Yeah, there's like ones on display.
To make your money back on the ones that you're not going to keep because they'll double or triple in price. Like, somewhere down the line, some stinky fatty in his mom's basement jerking off to anime is going to be fucking hunting this figure down to put it in fucking poses that we shouldn't be talking about.
Yeah, Oh, I mean, like it's like with anything with the Play Arts Kai line, it's like you get a collector that comes on board late and they're looking for the stuff and they can't find it, and supply and demand, it just bumps it all the way up to like $100 more than what it's worth. And I'm getting these from Japan for like $113, I think they are. They're going in the US for like $150,
bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, you could actually save $113 by just not buying this garbage.
Right? But I'll make more from it later on.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's like it looks cool, but yeah, keep it on the side because that's not something.
If there's anything to learn from
display.
here, if there's anything to learn from this conversation here, kids, don't invest in the stock market. Buy toys that you think lonely men down the line will buy for an exorbitant price. That's where the money's to be made.
I dumped my G.I. Joe collection and I made like $1,000 off of it. So
surefire way to make money, friends. It's a fact. Look at Fans Toys, man. You buy that shit, it triples in price, you sell it off a week later.
Yeah.
Like,
that stuff that you have to, there's like two things, right? It's just like stocks. Either is the quick sell that you turn it over real quick because the demand's there, and that's because of dumbass Target, fucking people trying to find shit and they can't get it. And then there's the long haul that you fucking hold it because you know that it'll eventually go up in price a few years later, like these Play Arts Kais, and hope that it's like, I'll tell you what, like the Zack came out, the Play Arts Kai for Zack, and I got it on Amazon for like $50. It's going for like $450 now because people didn't buy it and then they want it leasing.
Yeah.
It's just
I bought a Doom statue from Doom Eternal of the Doom Slayer sitting on a hunter's head, and I bought it for $20 on clearance at EB Games, and it goes for like $150 now.
Whew.
Like $150, I should clarify.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I got the box and shit and everything. I could sell that shit tomorrow if I wanted to, and I got the other one. I bought the other one for $75 from the first game. The Revenant that's on it's the fan grate, and it lights up on the bottom, and the fan blade spins slowly. That shit goes for money
That's
now
cool.
too.
That's cool.
But
all right.
But prior to what Tyler said, investing in the long-term stock market is actually more profitable than buying toys.
No,
FYI.
he's false.
You are fake news.
Just ask Mike.
It's
negative.
True. Yeah, no, Mike's that's a short sell. That's not a long-term drip investment.
Actually,
buy AT&T.
With my new job, I got benefits and I got a retirement savings plan now, so I'm gonna be set.
401k.
Yeah, something
They
like
call those
that.
401ks in Canada. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think it's just an RSVP.
Okay. Yeah, you got that cool. Like on the side note, you get that cool trading thing, though, man, where you don't get charged for any taxes or anything, and you could freely trade.
Oh
in
yeah,
those
the
accounts.
TFSA.
That's fucking awesome. I wish I had that.
Man.
Tyler?
I mean, it's only within a certain threshold. I think it's like
still
$20,000 or $5. I don't know. It's between $5,000 and $20,000, but yeah.
Does your company match contribution?
Yeah, and then they add 1%. Yeah, we match. So we pay for base, and we can add 1%, and then they will add 2%, and that's as high as we'll go. So essentially, I put in 5%, they put in 6%.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's partially why I'm taking all this overtime too.
Yeah.
Because like eventually the overtime is gonna run out, and it'll be a steady production, and it'll just be 5 days a week. So I'm just taking it while I can get it.
Yeah,
man.
Before you can.
Invest in the future.
Yeah. Wow, that's a big thing, right? And like I'm also going to be looking into life insurance, which I've never done before. Frankly, I didn't think I'd make it past 23, but
always
that kind of stuff too.
Insurance wise, always look to replace your income or whoever's income. So you don't need life insurance for anybody that's not working, like your kids or anything like that. But if you replace your own income and then double it so that it's like a year extra on out.
Well, the way I'm going to have it set up is whatever. Yeah.
It's good.
The way I'm going to have it set up is like, so Marcus will have a lump sum when he's 18 or 19. And I may have it entrusted into like a beneficiary for him to help him with spending. Because like giving an 18-year-old fucking a boatload of money is a dumb fucking idea.
Yeah.
Right.
This is
but
the,
like enough to pay for college and then maybe stagnate the lump sum so that he can, go through his miles if I'm not around, but he can go through his adult mile
This is the
that financial burden.
this is the Blackout and Shout financial segment that Brother Kyle
Hey
loves.
man, listen. Fucking 4 years ago, I was a piece of shit, immature chunk of useless waste, and now as a father,
As a father,
I'm talking about being a man. So this is
yeah.
exponential growth here on the Blackout and Show podcast.
Yeah.
I think I've come a long way.
Everyone invest in AT&T.
Come for the Transformers. Stay for the financial advice.
That's it.
What else you got, Levy?
That's it for toy news, I think.
Financial
unless-
advice that we could tell everyone our listeners to spend their money on instead of investing.
No, yeah, I am in no position to give anybody financial advice.
Invest in GameStop.
The only thing that did you did see the Brother Kyle action figure that was revealed today at Hasbro Pulse, right?
Oh yeah.
The Bill Burr Black Series.
Yep.
But the one thing that was interesting that I saw from that was they revealed pictures of the Rancor and the size information.
Right. I forgot about the HasLab Rancor.
Yep, and the
That's
backing
big.
for that.
That's big.
Oh, what's that Keratin figure go for now?
Which one?
That Star Wars, the Keratin, the Gina Soprano.
Oh, no
From-
clue.
Oh, Cara Dune.
Yeah, Cara Dune. Yeah,
I like in a dollar bin, right?
Gina Serrano. No, it's not
Gina
Soprano.
Carano.
Carano.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how her new movie with Ben Shapiro was. Never saw it. Never heard anything of it after I heard it was
Yeah.
happening. Probably didn't do well.
No idea.
Anyway, what's the next segment? Forget. I'm the host, so questions.
Yeah, the Q&A. See if anybody asks any
now-
questions.
For questions.
I'm assuming everyone's at TFCon, so there's probably no questions, right, Levy?
No, yeah, there were no responses to my post.
Oh, thank fuck. It's 4 hours past my bedtime. I'm so
Yeah.
tired. I'm smelling French fries. Like this is not usual for me. And I got to work tomorrow 8 hours. So
Do you normally dream of French fries? Is that what you're smelling?
no, not normal. This is complete. I might be having a stroke. I don't know. Could be happening. I'm most people smell burnt toast, but I think I'm in a different weight bracket. So now I'm just smelling deep fried foods.
Speaking of deep fried food, I saw that Arby's is going to be selling, was it boneless chicken wings, Levy? Is that what it is?
They're glorified chicken nuggets. There's no such thing
Yeah.
as chicken wing. It's
Just the
fresh
same.
meat.
Yeah.
It's processed
Yeah, I
fresh
know.
meat is what it is.
I was trying to trigger him. I know that you don't agree with boneless chicken wing fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
conspiracy.
mean, I'll eat them. Fuck, man, I'll eat anything. But like, no, they're not wings. I don't like. And they say boneless. They call them boneless chicken bites here because they got called out for calling them wings.
As well, they should be.
Idiot. Yeah, absolutely. They're not even
It's
fucking
false
dark meat.
advertisement.
They're not even dark meat. Wings are dark meat.
Yeah.
That's the whole appeal to chicken wings.
Absolutely.
It's just white meat. So it's just chicken wings for white folks. You fucking retards. Christ. And I'm talking like your vanilla, blue collar, suburban, safe community fucking asshole that drives a Beamer. You know who I'm talking about.
Am I the only one among us that likes the actual wing tip?
You're sus.
What?
Well, no, because a whole chicken wing has 3 sections, right? You have the drum, you have the flat, but then you also have the tip. You know what I'm
The
talking
real
about?
Levy would never say that.
Oh, that's an American. You guys are wild down in America. We don't serve the wing tip here.
Oh, see, I love.
You know
the
how I'd
wing
be
tip.
mad if my wing company gave me just the tip, bro. Bro, hell no.
I love the wing tip, because you got that little fatty section under, that goes along the underside of it.
No, not a big fan of that.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
the only
good.
time we get the wing tip is if you get something like Popeyes or KFC.
That's
Then
like
it comes with the whole thing, right?
that's like these people that like bottom round steak. Not a big bottom round fucking steak fan, It's like it's steak. It's like the fucking shit part of the fucking cut,
No, but
Yeah.
it's like if it's like cooked right, like it gets really nice and crispy.
Are
and whatnot. And
Are you in that pork cheek ear club too? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I've never
Okay.
eaten pork cheek.
Okay, because that
Pork-
sounds like something you would be familiar with
No,
by
it's
saying you
just-
like the wing tip.
when I eat chicken wings, I eat everything except for the bone. That's the only thing of the chicken wing I do not eat is the bone.
I can't eat the
With the
sinew.
cartilage?
Yeah, that's why I can't.
Oh
eat
yeah,
them.
absolutely.
Ugh.
It is the bones are bare when I'm done eating chicken wings.
No. Yeah.
April says I'm
Bro.
crazy.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's getting his money's worth.
That's just the way I eat chicken wings, man.
The cartilage?
Yeah.
Bro, do you have sharp
What?
poops? No way that shit digests. There's no way. That's like the chicken wing equivalent of chewing gum.
I
Or
just
the fat on the meat.
No,
you know?
I like the no. I like the fat on the meat. That's fine. That's where all the flavor goes. Fat on a steak. Are you one of those people that cuts the fat off your steak, Jed?
No, I'm one of those people that'll buy a fucking marbled steak so that when you cook it, the fat goes into the meat when you're making the steak right. Put a big fucking hacking piece of fat on the side, like a T-bone. No, I'm not gonna.
That's the best.
Now I'm
That's
tired
great.
and horny. Fuck.
I
love that
That's the
shit,
best
man.
part. Absolutely, fat
Yeah,
flavor.
the fat of the steak is
flavor.
amazing.
That is flavor. And ribeye is the most flavorful
See, I
steak you'll ever
do
eat.
not. I do not like ribeyes.
And you're a fucking heathen. Shut up.
I am a heathen. It's that time of the show, folks, where Levy tells you to shut up.
Yeah. Might as well just be a vegan at this point, Jed.
Yeah, really.
That Brother
Exactly.
Cock
If you don't
Club.
eat ribeye, you're a god-hating heathen.
Oh,
That's
you guys are
exactly
talking about
what people
real
that just eat
meat.
chicken.
I thought you were talking about the fucking fake stuff that they make.
Oh, the beyond ribeye?
Yeah.
Is that even a real thing?
Yeah.
Probably
They
somewhere.
do. The wife brought home 3 bags of fucking steak tips that were fucking all fucking vegetables. But they were naming it like fucking steak, right?
Bro,
She's
what
like, I bought this.
doing?
Listen, she goes, they were on clearance and they're like $1 a piece. They're $1
You
a
don't
piece.
fucking say.
On clearance.
She's like, I'm gonna make this and see how it tastes. I'm like, all right. Man, that tasted and looked just like dog food. It was terrible. No, I take that back. I wouldn't even give that to a dog. That's how bad it was.
I got good friends. I got good friends that are vegan. So I want to toe the line a little bit here, but like, you know what bugs me about vegan people? How hard they try to convince you that their vegan food tastes just like the real thing.
The superpowers.
It's like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If it tastes like the real thing, I wouldn't need the real thing. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
Remember
I still kill animals.
that dog food? Levy, you remember that dog food that they were advertising? You put in the bowl and then you add water and it looked like fucking gravy. It
No.
was like Gravy Train or something like that. I think.
Oh, yeah. You would put water on it and it would make it.
Exactly what this fucking shit looked like that she made. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, man. If it tasted exactly like what I wanted, then you wouldn't have to try and convince me so fucking bad. That shit drives me nuts.
Ever take somebody's word when they say that it tastes just like real meat when they don't eat meat.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like, how the fuck
because
would
they
you
don't know what real meat tastes like.
I know,
Okay?
man. Drives
You could
me nuts.
feed them a bowl of shit and tell them this is meat, and they wouldn't know the difference.
Oh no, they wouldn't eat it. They blame you for slaughtering a poor animal.
Yeah,
just to try and you know what I mean. Oh fuck! I mean,
Yeah.
I'm happy that Brother Kyle's not like that. That's what I'm saying. I got to toe the line because like BK is not like that at all. He doesn't push that shit. He's just doing his own thing. And his weight loss journey, he's doing fucking incredible. I'm super proud of him for whatever. I know he doesn't like it when people say they're proud of him, but whatever. But like I got one friend that's always trying to get me to like try these vegan hot dogs. Try these. I'm gonna make you cauliflower chicken wings. They're not chicken wings.
No,
They're cauliflower.
they're lumps of cauliflower. Thank you.
Exactly. You can
I
put
can
sauce on
see a
whatever.
vegan hot dog working because hot dog is just a fucking mishmash of fucking shit.
Yeah, it's roadkill.
There's no pork in there. It's not a hot dog. Well, pork or
It's not a
beef.
sausage.
See, now
Yeah,
I know
thank
you guys are gonna fucking probably crucify me because of this, but as a kid, all the way up to now, I still like turkey bacon more than fucking regular bacon.
Oh no, turkey bacon has its place. It's good.
Yeah,
I enjoy
fucking
turkey bacon
trash.
a lot. It doesn't replace bacon.
It doesn't. It definitely doesn't.
It does for me.
No, but
It doesn't. No.
turkey bacon's good. I like it.
Did you just
it's
cut
good
out
fried
pork
meat.
entirely?
No, I eat pork all the time. That's like one of my mainstays. I eat more pork and chicken than I do any other red meat. or any red meat at all.
Well, and that's
Hold
good.
up.
You shouldn't eat
Hold
a whole
up.
lot of red meat.
No. It's not good. Hang on. Hold up. You
Yeah.
mean to tell me that out of all the parts of the pig, you cut out bacon?
Yeah, it's a health thing, man. It's fucking
done
it's not
here.
good for you. It's not good
We're
for
done here.
you. Yo, man, when you
who
have,
the fuck cares?
We're done here.
I want to live. I don't want to die.
Listen to this guy. He thinks he's better than us because he doesn't eat bacon.
Wow.
Here we go again.
We're done here. What's next? You gonna lecture us about how you sleep in 3-hour intervals?
Last show was I don't eat fried food. Now I don't eat bacon.
Oh, look at me. I'm so healthy.
Fucking type to call cauliflower bites, cauliflower chicken wings.
Cauliflower bites. Oh, yeah. No.
Christ. Although I will say, man, I started substituting noodles in my
Noodles?
pastas with cauliflower. Like
Did
I
you
still eat
say
spaghetti with noodles.
Did you have the noodle dream, Tyler?
I did. I always have the noodle dream. That's how I wake up erect. Sorry. Sometimes I just say shit. It just comes
French
to me and I
fries.
just say it.
I thought maybe you were counting French fries. That's why you woke
Yeah.
up erect.
Hey, it depends on the meal the night before. What was I saying? Oh, I started substituting pasta in macaroni with cauliflower. We do a cauliflower mac now, and it's pretty good because like we still cook that shit with bacon and like a pound of cheese, and so like it's still bad for you, but it tastes good with the
I was gonna
cauliflower.
say, you just kind of take all the nutritional value of that cauliflower, just chuck it out the window.
Basically. Did you boil it
Yeah.
before you put it in the macaroni cheese?
Of course, of course.
It's just filler now at that point.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point of it, right? Because the carbs are what, for me anyway. Carbs are big on me. So
You take the macaroni and cheese, you make it fucking sloppy. You throw some ham in there, and then you smoke it. That's the best macaroni and
there's
cheese
so
you'll
many
ever
steps, bro. I just want to make the mac and cheese and eat it.
have. Yeah, but you
Why am I
enjoy
going to
it
cook a full
that
meal
journey.
to prep to cook a full meal?
Yeah, it's
I'll let
the best
somebody
thing in
else
the
do it.
world.
Bro, ship me some with all those
Hey-
fucking tasty cakes and shit that Mike stole.
April makes a really good mac and cheese.
Bro, he's probably
Uh,
still got them up in his closet somewhere.
Probably.
Just chipping
Probably
away at them.
years later. Yeah, just fucking. They're probably still good too.
Probably, yeah. You know what they say about Twinkies? They got twice the lifespan of a McDonald's French fry.
Yeah, like 80 years.
Damn, man. Well, they're fucking radiation resistant.
What were you saying, Levy? About April? Making food?
Oh no, it's she makes a really good mac and cheese. She uses
Cheese?
like the Hatfield brown sugar ham steak, and she'll cube that up and throw that in with it, right?
Good.
And but then she'll also throw some breadcrumbs over the top of it and bake it in the oven, and it's so
Oof.
good.
This,
Nice.
I started using a Cooper cheese, and that's fucking the best cheese, I think, so far for macaroni and cheese. You should try
Yeah.
it. Pound of Cooper, a stick of butter, and some fucking macaroni, and you're done.
Oh, I thought you were eating healthy.
Well, that's for the kids.
Stick
I still
stick
eat
of
Not
butter.
eating healthy.
Dude,
he cut
and
out
then
bacon because he's a bitch. That's what happened. He's like, I can't cook it right. It's either
Oh.
too chewy or it's too crispy. I can't get a happy medium.
Okay, let me ask you this, bacon professionals. Is it
What's
better
up?
to make bacon in a pan, or is it better to bake it in the oven?
Bro, I'd eat that shit raw if it wouldn't kill me. Who
Air
cares?
fryer.
Cook it whichever way
Air
you
fryer.
like. Yeah.
Yep. Air
Baking
fryer.
baking is the best way to make it.
Well, that's how actually how my wife does it. She does a
Put on a
whole
sheet pan.
pound on
Yep.
a
Yeah.
sheet. Yeah.
Best way to
Yeah.
make
Then it's prepped for whenever we want to use it, and then we can use real bacon bits and salads and stuff.
Mhm.
But eating a lot of like Caesar salads and stuff, like homemade shit. So
it. Good.
I gotta have bacon, bro.
Yeah.
April,
Wait, so you
makes
don't
it
eat bacon?
the,
But do you eat bacon
What? Hello?
bits? You
was
don't
your
eat bacon, but do you eat bacon bits? That's what I fucking thought.
No,
Liar.
I don't. I don't like bacon bits. Usually they're not made from bacon. They're just bacon flavored. So no.
I
no, like
see you.
real bacon bits, not
Yeah,
the
real
Bacos.
bacon bits.
not
I don't-
bacos.
I don't make bacon, so I don't have any bacon bits to use.
Bacos are like just red colored salt.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to put that
Um,
shit on bread and eat it as a sandwich. That's a fact.
Bacos.
Yep. Yeah, they were like you were saying, right? It's bacon flavored salt. My
Mhm.
mom used to get it when we were kids.
Mhm.
And yeah, I used to just pour that shit on bread and make a sandwich of it because it was bacon flavored. So I had a bacon flavored sandwich.
And it was crisp. It was crunchy.
Yeah, it was crunchy. Yeah. Well, I like potato chips on bread too. So like it was a win-win for me.
Mm.
Ugh.
Mm.
But anyway, now that I'm hungry, I'm gonna go to bed.
This is the
I don't.
food segment of the Blackout Show. So bacon is pork.
Yep,
So
it
we're
is.
talking about pork to this show.
How come
absolutely.
they don't make bacon out of beef?
They make jerky out of beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make jerky out of chicken and pork. My neighbor actually, he
Sure.
does a female bacon jerky, which is really good.
But like, I'm sure cows have the same kind of belly meat like pigs have.
Not necessarily.
Couldn't you conceivably make beef bacon?
I mean, maybe
Not
out of the
necessarily.
udders.
Cows have a different digestive system, a different stomach than lining, and then a pig does.
Yeah, but you don't make bacon out of the stomach. That's
Yeah.
tripe.
Well, that's the inner workings of a pig is different than the inner workings of a cow.
Yeah,
but
'cause
it's
you know-
similar, like the structures are similar enough.
Pigs eat everything and anything, and cows are vegetarian.
that's true too. Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
Oh, you know what? Can you imagine how tasty the bacon from a pig that's eating a person would be?
My
and with
God.
that, enough's enough. We're out.
Let's get into the good end of the show.